He's making his way over to chat with us about tonight's win.
A lot of hugs for Coach. Hey, Coach.
Coach Williams joins us now. And, Coach, we were just talking with Jordan Marshall. It wasn't the prettiest of wins, but
it was pretty to us.
Yeah, you guys got really more. It seemed like more motivated as this game went on, and really outside the second half. In the second half.
Yes, sir. The girls displayed some grit, some good central toughness, and we came away with the win. It's awesome, man.
Jordan Marshall just talked with us. She inspired me. I'm ready to go. I mean, the pep talk she just gave about the run that y'all just went through, the teams that you knocked off to get here. You deserve it. You deserve the respect now, and you get that first title.
Yes, sir. We went through the gauntlet. I mean, some of the best teams in the state the last week. But I mean, those girls. I mean, they done been through so much. We done played every type of game you can think of over the last 4 years, and just for them to put it together tonight was awesome.
Coach, the emotions going through your head right now. First women's Central Tiger team to ever win a state title.
I still can't believe that.
It's kind of crazy to think about it, isn't it?
The caliber of players and athletes that came through Central, for them not to have a state championship, that's mind blowing to me. But I'm so glad we got a chance to represent Central and all those past players, and to hoist up that trophy. That's awesome.
I have to ask you about Olivia Montgomery. She came into the game averaging 6 points, I believe, had 19 tonight.
She balled out. I mean, that was her best game of the year, and it couldn't have came at a better time. So I am so proud of Olivia. She's our floor general. She's our point guard, and she was amazing tonight.
Well, Coach, congratulations. Go celebrate with your team.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Great job.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
That is Marlon Williams as his Central Tigers. They win it tonight. 58-40 over the Conway Wampus Cats. Hey, coming up next, we've got the 6A boys game, as it will be Bryant taking on Little Rock Central. And you're listening to 2024 High School Basketball State Championships, presented by Roller Funeral Homes on the Buzz Radio Network.
We understand that in times of loss, every detail matters. Hello, I'm Renata Jenkins-Fowler with Roller Funeral Homes. It is a privilege to be chosen as the best funeral homes in Arkansas year after year for 24 consecutive years, because it signifies the faith and confidence placed in us by those we serve. We are continuously seeking to elevate our standards of excellence. Thank you for your trust. Roller Funeral Homes, where compassion meets excellence with all our respect.
Find us at the end of a lot of long country roads, covering over 60% of the great state of Arkansas. Our 17 electric distribution cooperatives are working day and night to provide reliable, affordable power to over 500,000 homes, farms, and businesses, just like yours. The Electric Cooperatives of Arkansas, your local energy partners.
Birch Tree Communities, providing care for individuals living with severe mental illness in their own supervised home environment. Their staff serves as a guide to members on their journey to independence in the community. If you have a client, friend, or loved one diagnosed with schizophrenia, schizoaffective, or bipolar disorder, and are in need of assisted residential care, please contact Birch Tree Communities Admissions Department or online at birchtree.org. Birch Tree Communities, a place called home.
For over 30 years, Pickup Truck Accessory Warehouse on 65th and University has been Arkansas's truck accessory headquarters and the only stop for all your truck parts and accessories. If it goes on a truck, Pickup Truck Accessory Warehouse has it. Like step bars, bed covers, toolboxes, and ladder racks, as well as gooseneck, fifth wheel hitches, and drop hitches. All this and more can be found at Pickup Truck Accessory Warehouse, a WeatherTech Diamond dealer. 501-568-0040 or online at arkansastruck.com and ask about the all-new RSI Smart Cap.
Arkansas State University, Three Rivers.
You want to stay at home and take college classes? Visit Arkansas State University, Three Rivers at asutr.edu and enroll in online classes toward a certificate or degree. So keep your PJs on and go to asutr.edu. Scholarships available for ACT 19 and higher.
Arkansas State University, Three Rivers.
Take your yard up to the next level with the Caddy's Touch Landscaping. Josh Dickinson is a former PGA Tour caddy, and his landscape designs are inspired by some of the most beautiful golf courses around the world. Call Josh at 501-794-2770 for all of your landscaping needs. Flower beds a mess? Josh's crew can give your home the curb appeal you've always wanted. The Caddy's Touch Landscaping also installs French drains, retaining walls, and they'll even take care of your irrigation maintenance needs. The Caddy's Touch Landscaping. Call today, 501-794-2770.
This time of year, all eyes turn to Bank OZK Arena for the pinnacle of high school basketball matchups in the state of Arkansas.
Intercepted, taken by Foster. Going right side, that's out the Sill. Sill to the lane. Here comes Clarkie away with the basketball. Quickly the other way, driving to the basket. Beautiful feed.
Those matchups begin now.
Right there to pick it back up, shooting. He lost the handle on. Here comes Reeves. Reeves is going to home from the right side.
Welcome to the 2024 High School Basketball State Championships, presented by Roller Funeral Homes. Today's game is also brought to you by Arkansas State University, Three Rivers in Malvern, Birch Street Communities, the Electric Cooperatives of Arkansas, and Pro Copy and Mail.
Ball batted away. Here comes Easton the other way. Driving to the bucket with the left hand. Lays it up and in. 8-point lead.
Today's 6A boys game features the Little Rock Central Tigers and the Bryant Hornets. Now, let's join our broadcast team. Here is Justin Acree and Josh Neighbors.
Welcome back into Bank OZK Arena, the nightcap on a wild day in high school basketball here at the state finals. And this one, again, familiar foes squaring off. It is Central. It is Bryant. For the third time this season, Bryant with a sweep this year over Central. Both very close games, 1 by 3, 1 by 2. And we'll see how game number 3 goes tonight. The Tigers second in the 6A Central. Behind, of course, the Bryant Panthers. Mike Abrahamson's team, 29-3, 11-1 in conference play, and winning the 6A Central for Central High, 26-6, 9-3 in conference play under the direction of Brian Ross. And this is a Central High team, Josh, with a championship pedigree. The 1920, how about 2020 champions, the runners-up in 2021, and here they are back in the finals once again. And for Bryant, lots of experience, and yet a very young ball club. Only one senior in the starting 5, but plenty of talent for the guys in blue and white tonight as well.
Yeah, it's a really talented. I mean, both these teams have plenty of talent, and we've seen another matchup today that had two teams that already met once or twice, and it went the third time. It's just so hard to beat a team 3 times. So we'll see if that plays true tonight, but both those games could have gone either way.
This is the third time we've seen a school with both of their boys and girls teams in the finals, and so far, neither team has been able to pull it off so far. This is going to be a Central High opportunity to make it a sweep for the folks in Little Rock, and we'll see if they can pull it off. We're going to take a break. We'll come back with more about the matchup between the Bryant Hornets and the Little Rock Central Tigers. Stay with us. You're listening to the 2024 AAA State Championships, brought to you by Roller Funeral Homes on the Buzz Radio Network.
I need a place that can print documents and I can have them notarized as well.
You mean like Pro Copy in Hot Springs?
Yeah, but a place that can take care of all my shipping needs too.
Well, Pro Copy offers shipping for both FedEx and UPS and can even handle faxing and notarizing.
Yeah, but somewhere I can use their services to print, email, and access the internet.
You need Pro Copy in Hot Springs, next to Sutherland's on Albert Pike. They can handle all of your copying needs and so much more. Just call them at 501-624-2303.
Wait, I got it. I'll go to Pro Copy.
Birch Tree Communities, providing care for individuals living with severe mental illness in their own supervised home environment. Their staff serves as a guide to members on their journey to independence in the community. If you have a client, friend, or loved one diagnosed with schizophrenia, schizoaffective, or bipolar disorder, and are in need of assisted residential care, please contact Birch Tree Communities Admissions Department or online at birchtree.org. Birch Tree Communities, a place called home.
Doublebees presents Joseph Pinion when he joins Randy and Rick each week on Drive Time Sports. Doublebees is an Arkansas company with over 34 locations and growing strong across Arkansas. Doublebees, where you gas it, grab it, and go. That's Doublebees.
Hey Razorback fans, it's Queen Grovey. Check out the new location of Bell and Sword in Conway. Suits, shirts, vests, also polos with Arkansas logo gear from Johnny O and Peter Millar. A store within a store with Arkansas-made Martin Dingman shoes and leather goods. Fantastic service with a tailor-owned staff to fit you perfectly. Go to the new location, Bell and Sword, 1011 Oak Street, Conway, or on Facebook and Instagram.
Tune in each week for I Didn't See That Coming on The Zone. Every Tuesday, Justin and DJ discuss those stories that cause you to raise an eyebrow. It's I Didn't See That Coming, presented by Barton's Home Outlet. Kitchens, baths, floors, and more. 100% employee owned.
Pro Copy and Mail in Hot Springs, next to Sutherland's on Albert Pike. Copy, print, ship, fax, and notarize. Josh Neighbors and Justin Acre here for the 6A championship game between the Bryant Hornets and the Central Tigers.
No doubt. And how did they get here? Let's talk about Central first. Springdale, a victim to the Tigers, 77-66. That was in the second round of state, and only a couple of wins here to get to this title game, once again for Brian Ross's bunch. And they beat Harbor in a tight one, 59-55. Finished on an 11-4 run, so they certainly know how to close out. Josh, being a Mizzou grad, thrilled about what's happening with Anar Boateng, the Gatorade Player of the Year here in Arkansas, and he had a huge game in the semis, 25 points and 11 rebounds. They also got 13 from Luke Moore, who's only a junior and will have a lot of opportunities to play at the Division I level. Already has an offer from the Drake Bulldogs. Speaking of familiar areas, Josh, where I grew up back in Des Moines. Culberson had 6 points, 6 boards, 4 assists, and 2 steals. So a really nice game, well-rounded for Daniel Culberson, the senior, 6 feet tall. This is a really good team across the board, the way they do things, and Brian Ross has done a great job. Again, he's been through the championship process a couple of times before. Mike Abrahamson, 14th year, 29-3, leading the Hornets to the state title game here, and again, winning the conference at 11-1 in a really competitive conference indeed. Beat Bentonville West to get here, 51-43, and North Little Rock to do it on the road in a home team environment at North Little Rock, 62-41, dominating performance, and they were led by their leader. Kellen Robinson averages 23.8, had 23 in the semifinal game, also got 12 from R.J. Young, just a sophomore, one of their young starters, who is their leading rebounder at nearly 6 a game, and got 11 from Kamarian Bede. And I'll tell you what's interesting, too, is both Bede and Kellen Robinson have got, familial ties to the collegiate ranks. Cam Hunter, the star for Central Arkansas, was set out this year with an injury. That's the brother of Kamarian Bede. And then Kellen Robinson, I think most people know KK, who's been well-traveled, is now helping the Little Rock Trojans into the OVC
as we speak
tournament. Yeah, it's underway now, right? So we'll have to check that score as we go through. I think a lot of folks around Central Arkansas polling for the Trojans tonight, and if they win too, they're on to the NCAA tournament. So we'll keep an eye on what they've got going on. But obviously, pretty good families to grow up in as far as basketball goes, and actually, Kellen's had a couple of brothers who have played here at in the state tournament at Bryant. So let's get an update from what's happening with Little Rock.
40-28, first half score. Little Rock over Western Illinois right now. So that's exciting, obviously, for a lot of folks in this area.
Yeah, I got a chance to see Western Illinois this year when they played Central Arkansas. That's a really good defensive team. Little Rock, obviously, is playing phenomenally. They're on a nice win streak, and they finished tied for first in the regular season in the OVC. See if they can keep it up. 2 wins away from the tournament. We're talking about a championship here, though, and it is Central High and Bryant. We're going to get to it on the other side. Starting lineups coming up next. You're listening to the 2024 6A Boys State Title game, brought to you by Roller Funeral Homes on the Buzz Radio Network.
Hello, I'm Renata Jenkins-Bowler, the third generation of Roller Funeral Homes. In the heart of Arkansas, where compassion meets excellence, my family's legacy has stood the test of time. When you turn to Roller Funeral Homes, you are not just relying on a service, you are embracing a cherished family tradition. For the past 24 consecutive years, you have chosen Roller Funeral Homes as the best of the best, and we are truly humbled and thankful. Roller Funeral Homes, where compassion meets excellence, with all our respect.
Arkansas State University, 3 Rivers.
Want to go to college but don't know the first thing to do? Check out Arkansas State University 3 Rivers. They'll help you relieve that fear and show you how easy enrolling in college can be. Visit asutr.edu and apply online today. Scholarships available for ACT 19 and higher.
Arkansas State University.
It's Justin Aker for CertaPro Painters. It's a company I've used for years for many projects, inside and outside over the years, and soon you'll be able to say the same, and you'll be happy that you can. I don't know what I'm doing most of the time, but CertaPro does. They'll walk you through the process, help you pick out exactly the right color of paint for whatever room you're trying to redo, and they're going to leave behind a beautiful, clean project. You won't even know they were there other than the project being done, and your wall's looking great. Each CertaPro Painters business is independently owned and operated, so get them on the case as soon as possible. Schedule your free estimate at CertaPro.com. That's Certa with a C.
The fine art of armchair quarterbacking.
Can you dig it? Can you dig it?
1037 The Buzz. KABZ.
Some people aren't easily inspired. They require a little more craftsmanship,
fast,
more elegance, more excitement.
That was quick.
Some people are
Sprint.
inspired and see the future before it's
You got a motor,
see
buddy.
The GV70
Are we on
for
or
its
no?
selection as a car
Great.
and driver 10 best. GV80 for its soft-quilted leather, reclining and heated second-row seats, and for
I'm
its
telling you, we don't need it.
IIHS top safety.
Leave it alone.
All right.
Watching that.
Last night it was distorted on YouTube, though.
Don't turn it up too hard.
Conway, the
Okay.
future of
Skip down.
luxury
The
today.
loud crowd, plenty noise.
All right, welcome back here to Bank OZK Arena. Josh Neighbors is here for the time being. We'll see if he makes it through the broadcast or not. Justin Akery alongside. And
That'll
we're
be
about
up
to
to
get the
you.
starting
That's gonna be
lineup.
up to you.
Yeah, that's exactly right. So stick with it. Let's go here. Bryant getting their introductions for their starters. Again, phenomenal season, 29-3, and these are really two of the top teams we knew going into the season, and a lot of folks had them 1-2, and here we are. The one thing we can tell you for sure is the state title is going to stay in Central Arkansas one way or the other, whether it goes to Bryant or Central. And Central, again, we talked about their resume. It's the first time that Bryant has been to the final since 2019. They lost at Northside in that win, and the Hornets trying to get a trophy back home to Bryant tonight. So let's start with the Hornets. They're starting five tonight. R.J. Young, a 6'4 sophomore, 180 pounds, 11.2 points a game, and their leading rebounder at 5.9 a game. Again, pay attention to the years of these players because a lot of youth on this Bryant team making big contributions. R.J. Newton, a junior, 6 foot, 170, 3.3 points a game for him. Kellen Robinson, their star scorer, 23.8. He's a junior, 6'3", 185, over 2,500 career points already, and shooting 86% from the free throw line. Trent Ford, a 6'2 senior, the lone senior in the starting five, Josh. And then we mentioned Bede, 13.4 points a game, 5.6 rebounds a game, and 4.1 assists per game. He's also a good defender with averaging about a steal and a half per game, and he is shooting over 50% on the season at 6'1". For the Central Tigers, C.J. Washington, a senior, 6'8", 6.7 points, 5.6 boards, and about a block and a half a game, as well as an assist and a half. He and the other starter alongside of Daniel Culberson, both going to Three Rivers Community College. Culberson averaging nearly 10 points a game. We mentioned Boateng, and I know Josh, again, excited to see him in a little different black and gold next year. He is headed to Missouri, 18.4 a game, nearly 8 rebounds. In the number 12 jersey, he stands 6'6", and he's also averaging about a steal and a half per game. Chase Allen, 6'1 senior, nearly 4 points a game, and Luke Moore rounding out the five. He's a 6'2 junior, 14 points a game, the second leading scorer on this Central High team. And again, he'll be getting a lot more offers going forward, I'm quite sure.
Yep, Bryant's going to be in blue, left to right across the radio dial, and then love the Central uniforms with that C, what would you call it?
Yeah, that's the kind of the old font, yes.
Looks like a newspaper font, right?
Yeah, kind of I'm sure there's a name for it if I look through the list of options there, but it is a cool font for Central. And Central, by the way, the home team here, despite Bryant winning the conference, it is Central as the home team here tonight in the white uniforms. Bryant going right to work, driving in, layup good. R.J. Young with the right hand, wasting no time, scoring it for the Panthers right out of the gate.
Got a great burst on that right side finish coming from that left side of the three-point line.
Left wing, drive inside, cut off, back to the wing now. Pump fake for Luke Moore. He'll step inside, pull up jumper in the mid-range. That's off the iron, no good. Battle for the rebound. Nearly got a tie-up, but a little too strong in there is Kamarian Bede. And you can see the build very similar to his brother Cam Hunter, going right to work. And a kick out. Corner three on the way. That's an air ball, though. Missed from the right corner by Trent Ford. So Central will try to, again, get on the board for the first time tonight. Step back three-pointer on the way for Boateng. No. And that is a rebound for Bede. 1 minute in. Bryant 2, Central 0. Baseline drive for the Hornets. And there's a steal on the pass to the top. Moore going the other way. Avoids the defender, right hand finger roll, score it. 2 apiece.
I'm not sure how many bounce passes are going to be able to make it tonight inside the three-point line. You got to be a lot more careful with where you throw the ball and who you throw it around.
Yeah, you got to be careful, from the baseline back up to the point guard position up top. It was stolen away that last time, and there's Bede going to work inside. No, ball tipped out and corralled by Trent Ford for Bryant. And we've got an illegal screen over here. Is that what we called it, or did he step out? Must have stepped out on the sideline. Yep.
Yeah, there wasn't enough there.
All right, early sub, Drake Fowler, 6'2 senior coming in for Bryant. 6 points a game for him. And in a 2-2 ball game, a minute and a half in, it will be Central High basketball.
Fowler, another good athlete, part of that awesome Bryant secondary this year in football.
Chase Allen between the circles, looking to hand it off to Moore. Luke directing traffic. Gets it over to Washington. Now gets it back. Will go off a screen to the free throw line. Goes in. Kick out. Chase Allen spinning in the lane. Hanging. Shooting no. Boateng with a follow attempt. Went over his head. Mistimed his jump. And R.J. Young with a rebound for the Bryant Hornets. On the left wing, it's Kellen Robinson. He hasn't gotten going yet. Thought about a three-pointer. Good closeout over there by Culberson. Now he'll spin by him to the elbow and into the lane. Got tied up. We're going to get a jump ball or a foul. Jump ball indeed. And it'll go to the Central Tigers. Good defense in there by Central, and they will earn the ball back. So Robinson finally trying to get something going offensively, Josh, and denied in the paint there by a good Central High defense.
Both these teams are not allowing very much in the paint so far. I mean, very compact and very connected. They collapse on the defensive end of things whenever somebody gets in the paint.
Culberson will get a high screen from Washington. Goes all the way in. No, and again, Washington that time with a try to slam it home. Couldn't get there. Bede will try a three. Got it. He knew it when it was halfway there. Splashes home, and the 6'1 sophomore drilled it. His first three of the game, the first three-pointer for anyone tonight. And Bede with a near steal at midcourt, harassing Boateng. Driving in, got bumped, but no foul call. Leaves it for Washington near the three-point line. Hand off to Culberson. He'll pull for three. He's got the answer. 5-5, 5 minutes in. Or 5 minutes to go, I should say, here in this first quarter.
Both threes.
There's a run-up from behind. Luke Moore fouling from behind. Kellen Robinson drawing it. Robinson's left knee taped up pretty heavily with that athletic tape. He's got a blue band above his knee as well. Got a little extra support over there to that left leg. Going to work now, crossing over, spinning. Good help side defense. Again, another steal by Luke Moore. Gets it to Culberson. Moore with a couple of steals. Feed inside. Boateng hanging and scoring. At the rim, Anna Boateng finally on the board for Central, and that'll put them in front by 2, 7-5.
Great transition offense. Luke Moore sat on that crossover to the left, spin back to the right that Robinson favors, and did a good job anticipating that and picking that one
That
off.
looked like a guy who's done some film study, right?
Yeah, no, he's seen that move a few times.
Well, not to mention, they've already played him
twice.
Exactly. There you go. R.J. Young to the right wing. Fowler with his first touch. Gives it away to Robinson. He'll try a deep three. 5 feet behind the three-point line. Splashes it home. The rangeless wonder, Kellen Robinson. Wherever, whenever. Drills it.
A good shot, too, because, I mean, you're not going to get a ton open when you've seen somebody for a third time. Just knowing that you've got an open look and you can take it and make it.
There's a pull-up on the drive inside for Culberson. Cleared by Robinson. Up the left sideline comes Bryant. Out of the middle of the floor, R.J. Newton. Over to Bede. He'll come in and got kicked. He didn't. The ball did. And that will stop play with 3:39. Media timeout. It is 8-7. Bryant in the lead. And with the ball when we return, you're listening to the 2024 championship brought to you by the folks at Roller Funeral Homes on the Buzz Radio Network.
You'll find us at the end of a lot of long country roads, covering over 60% of the great state of Arkansas. Our 17 electric distribution cooperatives are working day and night to provide reliable, affordable power to over 500,000 homes, farms, and businesses, just like yours. The Electric Cooperatives of Arkansas, your local energy partners.
Hi, I'm Todd Yacovian, your new chief meteorologist on KRK4 News, and I'm excited to start working for you. So download the Arkansas Store Team app, stay up to date, and trust that the Arkansas Store Team is always ready. Stay weather aware with the Arkansas Store Team on KRK3.
UMS Health Orthopedics and Sports Medicine presents Hannah Gamble each week when she joins the guys on Morning Mayhem. UMS Health, the official orthopedics and sports medicine provider for the Arkansas Razorbacks.
At ASU Three Rivers in Malvern, they understand you have a life outside of school. With small class sizes and online options, they provide flexibility and personalized education right at your fingertips. Get a certificate or a degree at ASU Three Rivers in Malvern and make your dream a reality. Apply online at asutr.edu.
Josh Neighbors, Justin Aker here courtside. Brian Ross visiting with one of the officials. Just found out it's a sellout. You can look around and see it's a packed house. 6,500, I'm going to say plus, inside Bank OZK Arena. Big time turnout for this one. And we were imploring people earlier today, and I expected a huge crowd with both Central teams here. Obviously, Bryant's about 30 minutes up the road, so not a tough trip for them either. By the way, our officials tonight, James Bickham is our referee, and the two umpires, Michael Thessing and Luke Fox. And they're going to have to be on their toes. This will be a quick-moving game. Robinson off the inbound, catch and shoot three, no, but an offensive rebound for Young. Back to Robinson. Looks inside, denied by two defenders, gets it out to Beat. And he'll reset. Beat is wearing thigh pads. That's a man who's planning to play some pretty physical basketball. Patient possession here for Bryant, leading by one on the left wing. Here comes Newton. Drops it to Beat. He's traveled as he slipped, trying to go inside. His foot just gave out, it looked like, and he's kind of trying to feel of the floor, figure out where that.
Second time in that possession that he slipped.
Yeah. So maybe it's the shoes. Got some sweet-looking shoes, I got to say.
Yeah. Basic, but very nice.
Yeah. Got white on the outside, kind of a gray in the middle with black swoosh. I mean, anything Nike's usually good by me. They're another jump man team. It's becoming more common at the high school level.
Both these teams are.
Yeah, Central is as well, no doubt. There's Culberson with it at the free throw line. Kicks to the wing. Gets it back. Thought about a three. Good closeout by Robinson. Quick-handed defender. Now left wing three for Luke Moore off the back of the iron. Racing in is Newton to get it around the free throw line for Bryant. Hornets trying to add to a 1-point lead here. 2.5 minutes to go. Robinson crossover. Robinson left wing pull up. Got hit. And a mistake by Culberson will result in 3 free throws for Kellen Robinson.
I don't know about that one. He kicked his leg out.
86% from the free throw line for Robinson, the junior. I didn't see it. I was watching the ball, so I didn't really watch the contact of the floor, but I'll take your word for it.
Not a natural shooting motion is the way I would describe that three-point shot. And Culberson contested with his hand, but kind of, got kicked, if you will.
Robinson, the first of 3, splashes it home. About to sub in for Central. The Clay Blair, 5'7" sophomore. They don't sub a lot. We asked Coach Ross for all of his starters and potential subs, and we got a list of 6 total. So don't expect a whole lot of substitutions from that Central bench. They must be remarkably well-conditioned. Chase Allen will get a breather as Blair comes in.
And also, they've had a pretty good amount of time off as well. That'll factor in here. They get a nice little break before the state championship game. So it's a long season.
Yeah, but a game this intensely played, you don't typically see, especially in the boys' game, that few substitutions. So we'll see how many guys he actually utilizes tonight. Blair will get the ball on the inbound. Coming up the right sideline, he's got a defender Fowler draped on him. Kicks it to the wing. Luke Moore spinning into the lane. Shot up, and he got bumped on the way. And see if it's on the floor in the act of shooting. Foul will go against Newton. Across the arm, 2 shots indeed. That's first foul on Bryant. Central's committed 2 so far. First foul on Newton.
Guards have been active, but really not much of an emphasis on getting the ball to Boateng. I've been surprised by that. A couple times that he flashed up top and they haven't given him the ball, he was deep in the post right there and wide open. Good take, right, but it would have been an easy look for Boateng underneath.
Moore's free throw is good. It's 10-9.
So a little bit of pressure here coming from Central.
2:16 to go. Bryant with a 1-point lead and trying to add to it here. Robinson out near midcourt. Across to Bede. The 2 legacies going to work up top. Baseline. Stop for Ford. Drives again. Steps through and he walked.
Yeah.
Changed the pivot foot. That's not legal. Ford looking around as if to say, what did I do? Well, he changed your pivot foot.
He did. He did it once, did it again.
You know,
Yeah,
somebody pointed out to me, we saw a lot of travels called in the boys' game earlier today in the 5A game. And, I mean, we have seen probably more travels called today than you're going to see in a lot of games.
I saw a bunch yesterday, too, actually.
Yeah. Well, it's certainly not something, I guess, in doing a lot of college games, not used to seeing travels hardly ever. I mean, I might call 5 a year. It's very rare.
Right.
Washington directing traffic from the top. Gets it to Culberson. Now he hides behind Washington for the 3. Back of the iron, long rebound, batted around into Boateng's hands. Shot up, no, but a late whistle. They're going to call a block underneath the basket, and Robinson's furious. I think he's barking at his teammates about something. But we'll get free throws coming up for Anar Boateng.
I would assume it would be box out would be what he'd be telling his teammates. Because you see Boateng get the ball around the post, his ability to elevate. That is why they need to feed him whenever he can, especially down there. Because he'll post up too, as well as come up top and try to get the feed.
First free throw by the right-hander, no good. Too strong.
He's a lot of raw potential, Boateng. I mean, that's kind of the rub on him. We've seen really refined players. I would say kid who had 40 points last night. His name escapes me.
Oh, you're talking about Lane Taylor.
Yes, refined basketball player. Boateng's kind of the other end, right?
But the potential upside's through the roof? Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Lane Taylor's never going to be 6'6", but, man, is he a baller, that's for sure. Robinson going right to work after the Boateng free throw. No. Ball tipped up, back to Robinson. Shot up, blocked out of there. Swatted by Washington like a volleyball spike. Quickly the other way. Culberson all the way. No. A block against him. No foul called. Frantic underneath the basket. Bryant comes out of there with it. And here comes Trent Ford calmly up the right sideline. Hands it off. Deep 3, right wing, good. It's Kellen Robinson. No conscience for him. He's already hit 2 bombs now, and 8 for him. His team up by 3.
And Boateng, he didn't give it to him. I mean, he contested that 3. It was deep. It was maybe at the O and OZK on the floor that we see here. That was a bomb, as he said, Justin, from Robinson. He's got deep range.
Under a minute to go. Blair being harassed, looking for someone to get it to, and now does. Left wing three-pointer by Culberson. Got it.
Big one.
Tied up at 13 now. 35 seconds left. Shot clock off. Bryant basketball. We'll see if they will indeed hold for one, which they certainly can here. 6 now for Culberson.
It's big if they hit those threes. You can see the defense gravitate inside whenever Boateng flashes. That'll leave skip passes in the perimeter, open shots when they get there. Good job by Culberson knocking that one down.
Culberson drawing the assignment on Robinson, trying to close down on him. 8 seconds, 7. Robinson going to work in the lane. Got bumped, no call. Tip up against the glass after the miss, no. And at the buzzer, it will be short. An effort there at the last moment by Blair, but nowhere close, and that's how it ends. A baker's dozen for Central, and the same for Bryant. 13 up after 1. You're listening to 2024 High School Basketball State Championships presented by Roller Funeral Homes on the Buzz Radio Network.
We understand that in times of loss, every detail matters. Hello, I'm Renata Jenkins-Fowler with Roller Funeral Homes. It is a privilege to be chosen as the best funeral homes in Arkansas year after year for 24 consecutive years because it signifies the faith and confidence placed in us by those we serve. We are continuously seeking to elevate our standards of excellence. Thank you for your trust. Roller Funeral Homes, where compassion meets excellence with all our respect.
Birch Tree Communities, providing care for individuals living with severe mental illness in their own supervised home environment. Their staff serves as a guide to members on their journey to independence in the community. If you have a client, friend, or loved one diagnosed with schizophrenia, schizoaffective, or bipolar disorder, and are in need of assisted residential care, please contact Birch Tree Communities Admissions Department or online at birchtree.org. Birch Tree Communities, a place called home.
Hotel Hot Springs, next time you're in the Spa City, book a room at the Hotel Hot Springs and look for the opening of Koi's coming this spring. Justin Akery and I were there this afternoon. I got a look at the Hotel Hot Springs. Very nice room that you were able to secure there.
Yeah, I do want to thank our friends over there. It's our home away from home. We come down here. And again, Koi's Steakhouse coming soon and a great spot. And the thing I love about it is not only is it a great, comfortable place, not only take great care of you, they've got the bar downstairs, which is converted into the breakfast area in the morning. But tonight they'll have live music over there, and it's a short walk to all the great places on that end of town. So you can go over to, Maxine's, the Ohio Club. There's lots of good spots to walk to for food or drinks. So I love the location, and obviously for us, it's great. It's connected to the convention center and the basketball.
Very nice.
All right, back to action here. After 13 apiece. First quarter shooting, 33% for Central and 40% for Bryant. So both defenses, I would say, Josh, ruling the day for the most part.
Yep, and Bryant on the rebounding front. That's the big advantage right now, 10-4. They have 3 offensive boards.
Right wing three, good. Kamarian Bede, the sophomore, drilling it. 16-13, and the three-point shooting much better for Bryant so far. They are now 4 of 6. There's a miss inside by Boateng and cleared out of there by Bryant. They want to run into the front court. Shot up off the glass. No good. Hung up there for a while on the R.J. Young shot, but it's a miss ultimately. And with 7:17 to go, Bryant by 3.
He had 2-on-1. That was actually a pretty good shot.
It's a drive inside to foul from behind. Fowler swooping in to whack Luke Moore on the arm. And Luke's been really active so far. And again, just a junior. Like the way he gets after it. Leads this team. 14 points a game for him. Had 29 against Springdale in the playoffs. Back in the opener, 77-66 final. I mean, had nearly half the points for Central.
Not too flashy. He's pretty. His game is pretty straight. I mean, it's trying to get to the rim. He can shoot some too. Good ball handler.
Missed that second free throw. It's smooth and solid, I would say for sure. Would describe him. Bryant by 2 now after the 1 free throw. We're a minute into the second period. There goes Bede from 10 feet short, tapped out, and trying to run it down, and does, is Moore. Saves it to Washington. Heck of an effort there, and that was pretty smooth indeed. To the baseline they go. Good passing inside. Boateng throws it down. So sharing post to post. Washington, Boateng bucket.
That's what we want to see, especially for Washington. He can just see over the entire defense. Right, so he saw Boateng, knew, hey, if I put it up high enough, he'll grab it.
Yeah, never been 6'8". Must be nice up there.
That was a flush, but not an authoritative flush.
Yeah.
That was.
It all counts the same, right?
Yeah.
Another baseline drive and kick out. Good ball movement. Robinson dribbles into a three-point shot. No. Really good, tough rebound for Boateng. Rising up, ripping it away from Trent Ford for the Hornets. Moore between the circles. Delayed dribble drive, spins in the lane, tough shot, up and down. Big time bucket.
Worked left, spun back to the right, kind of maneuvered his way in there, slid in, gets the basket. That's good stuff from Luke Moore. I like the way he's getting to the rim right now.
Bede will bring it up in the center of the floor for Bryant. Gets a high screen from Young, goes left side, drives all the way, pull up off the glass and good.
Really
Makes
nice.
it look easy. Looks like he shot that a million times. I've definitely seen his brother shoot about a million of those. That was a big-time bucket.
Yeah,
Like what I saw there from Bede.
All of their guards get really good elevations. They can get around the rim and then jump up and finish above the defense.
And there's a steal by Fowler on the other end. Yeah, he's just so physical, too. I mean, you look the way he's built. He looks like a safety. Just strong.
R.J. Young is, too. I mean, Young, Newton, and Robinson's probably the most slender of all of them, but still he packs a little bit of punch, too, when he gets going downhill because he's so fast.
Yeah, there's no question. Sizing up the defender. Driving by. Pull up from 14. Got it.
Excellent.
That time Moore tried to play catch-up and reach from behind, and he got burned for it.
Really good awareness. He got more behind him and knew he had that space, lined up the jumper, knocked it down with confidence.
And we've got our first double-digit score. It's Robinson for Bryant. Cross-court pass. Kick out for the 3 to Culberson. Got another one. Culberson, smooth stroke from the corner. 21-20 for Central. 4:50 to go here in the second quarter.
That's the second time Washington's caught a pass on a skip and then handed off immediately behind him to Culberson. Very good awareness.
Yeah, serves as sort of a protective picket fence over there.
Yes.
Ball tapped around off the Bryant miss. Back to Bede, and he'll drive to the baseline. Backing down the defender. Spinning in. Shot blocked by Washington. And just too big in there. Washington rejecting it, but it will stay with Bryant. We're going to get a timeout for the Central High Tigers, and we'll hold it here with 4:33 to go. Get you caught up on some stats, and also might as well check in on what's going on with the Trojans. Little Rock trying to make it to the NCAA tournament. They are on their way in the OVC first game for them, and they've got one more after this one if they can pull it off over Western Illinois.
Yeah, they're up big. Last time I checked as we try to get the Wi-Fi to load here, but it was a 23-point game last time. We'll see if we can get this. It's a short timeout. It's a 30-second anyway here. But I will say about this game, Justin, love the way the officials, they're letting them play. They're letting them sort this thing out. And I appreciate that in the state championship game. Now, second halves, we've seen that bring out a little bit of a more active whistle from the referees. Let's hope that's not the case. I like games that let the players solve it. 65-42, Little Rock's up with 10:58 to go.
Culberson, 9 points, all on three-pointers. He's 3 of 4 from outside. 10 for Robinson pacing the Hornets. There's a feed inside. Up, no good at point-blank range for Young, and a clear for Washington for Central High. Central by 1 with the ball. Trying to make it a Little Rock Central double tonight. Be the first school to do it. They're the third school to try it. There's a bump by Ford just on cue, Josh. Get a bump foul out on the wing, although I like that one as he impeded the drive for Boateng, so certainly no issue with that call. That is the second team foul on Bryant in this second quarter, and that's the first on Ford. Shot up for Central, no, but run down by Culberson. He'll go baseline, kick out, catch and shoot three-pointer more, but got a foul before the shot went up, and that's unfortunate for Central. Would have rather had the no call and the bucket. Baseline inbound instead.
So that speed is coming into play right now for Central.
Boateng's got his hand wrapped up, I just noticed. Pump fake, shot up, no good, but he's fouled. His right hand, his shooting hand around that wrist and around his right thumb, but doesn't seem to be affecting him too much. Stroke looks good, and he'll go to the free throw line here. 5 points for him. Second foul now on Bede, so a little trouble here for Bryant. We'll see what the Hornet staff decides to do. Mike Abramson, we'll go to the bench immediately and bring in Caden Benson, 6'5", 185-pound senior, averages just under 3 points a game, and Bede will have to sit with the 2 fouls, and we'll see if he holds him for the remainder of the half.
I do wonder about the hand, though, because he's missed 2 free throws, and he has not hit a jumper yet. So
the second one is good, and he also dunked it gingerly earlier.
Yes, exactly.
So you're right, there might be something to it. 22-20, Central by 2. 6 points now for Boateng. Bryant across the timeline. Robinson has it. Right wing jab step for Fowler. He'll give it back to Robinson. Behind the back dribble. He is quick. Gets it left wing and gets it back. 13 on the shot clock. He'll back it out. Sizing up the defender. Is he going to go to work on Culberson? He will give it away to the right corner. Three-pointer on the way. Knuckleball from Drake Fowler. No, but an offensive rebound. Fowler got his own and draws the foul along the baseline. Foul will go on Boateng. That's the media. 3:28 to go in the first half. Central leads it by 2. You're listening to the AAA 6A Boys State Championship presented by Roller Funeral Homes on the Buzz Radio Network.
I need a place that can print documents and I can have them notarized as well.
You mean like Pro Copy in Hot Springs?
Yeah, but a place that can take care of all my shipping needs too.
Well, Pro Copy offers shipping for both FedEx and UPS and can even handle faxing and notarizing.
Yeah, but somewhere I can use their services to print, email, and access the internet.
You need Pro Copy in Hot Springs, next to Sutherland's on Albert Pike. They can handle all of your copying needs and so much more. Just call them at 501-624-2303.
Wait, I got it. I'll go to Pro Copy.
Arkansas State University, 3 Rivers.
You want to stay at home and take college classes? Visit Arkansas State University 3 Rivers at asutr.edu and enroll in online classes toward a certificate or degree. So keep your PJs on and go to asutr.edu. Scholarships available for ACT 19 and higher.
Arkansas State University, 3
welcome back here to Banco ZK Arena, Hot Springs, Arkansas. It's the 6A Boys Championship game between Central and Bryant. 22-20 our score. Little Rock Central is in the lead. They're 7 for 17 from the floor, 3 of 7 from deep, 5 of 8 from the line. 9 points for Daniel Culberson, who's hit 3 threes. He's 3 of 4 from beyond the arc today. Also 7 points for Luke Moore, 6 for Honora Boateng the other way. Kellen Robinson's got 10. He's the only double-digit scorer in the game so far. 8 points for Kamarian Bede also. Those two guys doing a lot of the heavy lifting for Bryant.
Now Robinson's made 2 out of his 4 three-point attempts as well. They were both deep. He's got the ball in his hands with his team down by a pair. 3:17 to go. We were tied at 13 after one, and Bryant trying to tie this up or take the lead on this possession. Benson popping out, was going to screen and doesn't. Young will drive now. Back out. Now right wing, it's Fowler up top to Robinson. Working against Luke Moore. Step through, that's a travel. There's no call. Tip up, no good. And a rebound for Boateng. That was a break for Bryant and Central. Yeah, that was wild. There were 4 steps there at least.
He took 1 step and then
3 more. Culberson fouled on a 3-point attempt as Young closes out too quickly and from beyond the arc. Big mistake, and that will be 3 free throws coming up for number 3. And Culberson a chance to get into double figures. The only points he scored so far have come from 3-point shots. He's knocked down 3 of them so far, and now he will have his first non-3-point score, and that will get him to 10 in the game, matching Robinson for game high. And he just passed him now with 11.
He's been effective. He's moved really well with and without the basketball. He's fighting himself, especially when he went behind Washington those 2 times. He's using screens effectively well. Love the way he and Moore have played so far.
All 3 free throws good. 25-20, largest lead of the day for Central High School. 2:43 to go in the first half. Across the timeline. This will be the final game of today. 2A and 1A action tomorrow. We start a little bit later tomorrow, but looking forward to bringing those games. I think we've got some great matchups tomorrow, too. Most of the girls' games have not been close. In fact, all of them have been blowouts at the final. And hopefully we get a couple of competitive girls' games tomorrow. Boateng driving in the paint, kicking out, almost threw it away and did. He led Clay Blair into the bench area of Bryant and out of bounds. And so another turnover for Bryant, or for Central, rather, excuse me. Not very sharp on that play. Again, that was a shot where I thought he might be aggressive and take it up, Josh, and instead try to kick it out to the wing for a teammate. So, yeah, you wonder if he's maybe not 100%.
Yep.
Nevertheless, Central in command right now by 5, under 2 minutes to go. Kick and drive. Young down the lane, blocked out of there. That left hand is just fine to block shots. Boateng return to sender.
That was great anticipation on that one. And that shot didn't have a prayer of getting anywhere near the rim. I mean, Washington and Boateng were on the case.
Be back in now for Bryant, playing with 2 fouls, so a calculated risk here for Abrahamson and the Bryant Hornets. Robinson, he'll pull up, let the defender close on him, and then pulled up. I didn't like that move. Thought he had a little more space before he jab stepped. Good closeout by Culberson, made the shot tough, and Robinson couldn't get it to go. Culberson trying to get a bucket at the other end. That's no good. Embiid will corral it and bring it the other way quickly for Bryant. Great bounce pass. Almost led Young into the baseline, but he'll save it in out to Robinson. Embiid back to work. Looks to the bench for the call. He'll go to work downhill. Just inside the elbow. Shot up. Gets the shooter's roll. Stares it in and gets it. And he's got 10 now.
That's a big basket. Bryant had missed their last 8 field goal attempts, so a big one coming there. Settle things down, cut that lead to 3.
25-22. Central by 3. Inside. Washington, a catch. Washington shoots it up and in over R.J. Young. Had his back to the basket. That was a tough angle, but got it to go. Quickly the other way, Bryant. Shot up and blocked by Robinson. Young with the rebound. Shot block attempt again, and we've got a foul and 2 free throws coming.
I think that was Washington who pegged that shot against the backboard there. I mean, he absolutely
He's a machine.
Smacked that thing. And
yeah, he's long and he's quick.
Good job.
Second foul on Anner Boateng. So foul trouble for a couple of key figures here. One on Central, one on Bryant. And here comes Cade Benson again. And Bede will go back to the bench. Probably a smart move. No chance to get a third foul while he's sitting over there. Free throw's good. 27-24, 50 seconds left. And Central will walk it up. About a 15-second differential. Game and shot clock. Robinson will draw the assignment on Moore. Give it away to Blair on the left wing. Tigers cutting through. Boateng posting outside the paint. Faces up, jumper up. Back of the iron. Ball tipped in the hands of Washington, though. And he'll go right back to work, clearing space, and they'll get an offensive foul.
Yeah, right call.
Stuck his elbow out into the chest of Caden Benson. Cleared space and got whistled for it.
He knows he did it, too. Not much of a contest.
Third foul on Central in this quarter. Bryant has committed 5. So Bryant will inbound here from the baseline and have a chance to tie the game with a three-pointer or at least get within 1 and see if they hold for 1 here on this time winding down. Robinson has it. It'll be picked up by Culberson, and it looks like they will indeed hold for the final shot here in the first half.
Just me, or does he palm the ball every time he dribbles it?
They don't call that anymore. That's not even a thing.
That's right.
There's a near steal by Culberson. A little too casual for Robinson, and we got a turnover. Oh, my goodness. Trent Ford corrals it, but he's sitting on the sideline when it happened. So a big mistake by Bryant with 1.4 seconds left. Not only did he give Central a chance, but more importantly, he didn't even get a shot up.
Yeah.
Missed opportunity there for the Hornets. And now Central can get a desperation shot up here at the end of the half.
8th turnover.
Throw into the front court. It's stolen away, and that's how the half will end. So disaster averted by the Hornets. Ball picked off in the backcourt by Trent Ford, or in the front court, I guess I should say, for Central's front court. But Central leads it at the break. Competitive first half. Wasn't the most beautiful thing offensively, but boy, the defense is rising to the occasion through the first 2 quarters. It is halftime here at Bank OZK Arena. You're listening to the 2024 High School Basketball State Championships presented by Roller Funeral Homes on the Buzz Radio Network.
Hello, I'm Renata Jenkins Fowler, the 3rd generation of Roller Funeral Homes. In the heart of Arkansas, where compassion meets excellence, my family's legacy has stood the test of time. When you turn to Roller Funeral Homes, you are not just relying on a service, you are embracing a cherished family tradition. For the past 24 consecutive years, you have chosen Roller Funeral Homes as the best of the best, and we are truly humbled and thankful. Roller Funeral Homes, where compassion meets excellence, with all our respect.
RJ Hawk here with Chris Roberts from Southern Bank. And Chris, we've talked so much about that hometown feel and what it's like at Southern Bank. But if you're a commercial investor, they need to come talk to you.
We're involved with a lot of customers that have projects across the United States. Those projects can be some of the biggest projects you would see in your communities. So really, there's no project that's too large for us to look at.
If somebody's interested in learning more about what Southern Bank can do for their commercial investments, how do they get in touch with you?
You just pick up the phone and call me at 501-424-0900. Just love to talk to you about your project, see what you've got going on, and see how we can be a help to you.
And you talk about being a help. You really invest into your commercial investors by helping them through the process, looking at things to look out for along the way.
I like to think we can throw things off of each other, listen to different viewpoints, and come to the best decision.
If you want to learn more, go online, bankwithsouthern.com, or call Chris, 424-0900, Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC.
Today is the day. After countless hours of research, cutting back expenses, and 9 months of anxiously waiting for her, today is the day you finally bring home your new car. It's also the day to protect her with an auto policy from Shelter Insurance. Our policies are competitively priced and include new car replacement coverage if anything were to happen to your new baby.
See Dan Cook in North Little Rock, Steve Fisher in Stuttgart, or Jay Vandover in Little Rock.
Back here at Bank OZK Arena, Josh Neighbors and Justin Acree. This is the 6A Boys State Championship game here on the Buzz Radio Networks. Once again, all of the 2024 high school basketball state championships are presented by Roller Funeral Homes on the Buzz Radio Network. Our score, Central 27, Bryant 24, a very competitive first half. Also, more on Roller Funeral Homes. Arkansans have voted Roller the best of the best for 23 consecutive years in the Arkansas Democrat Gazette Leadership Poll. Generations of families have recognized the Roller difference and know when they call on Roller, they will receive all the respect. Roller gives back. They're at your local food drives and your civic organizations, sitting in the pew a few rows over, and sponsors of the schools. When you choose your local Roller Funeral Home, you're choosing the community. First half stats coming your way here once again, 27-24 our score. 8 for 20 from the floor is Little Rock Central. 3 of 7 from deep, 8 for 11 from the free throw line for those 27 points. 12 for Daniel Culberson, 3 of 8 from deep, 3 of 4 from 3, 3 of 3 from the line. He's also got 2 rebounds, an assist, and a steal. Also in the scorebook for them, 7 points for Luke Moore, 2 for 5, 3 of 4 from the free throw line. 6 points for Honora Boateng, who's also got 5 rebounds as well. He's blocked a shot. He's got an assist. A little bit of everything for him on the day. And 2 points for Chris Washington. 3 rebounds and also 3 blocked shots coming up big in that category. We'll step aside and take a break here. When we come back, we'll have the stats from the Bryant Hornets. Once again, you're listening to the 2024 High School Basketball State Championships presented by Roller Funeral Homes on the Buzz Radio Network.
Find us at the end of a lot of long country roads, covering over 60% of the great state of Arkansas. Our 17 electric distribution cooperatives are working day and night to provide reliable, affordable power to over 500,000 homes, farms, and businesses, just like yours. The Electric Cooperatives of Arkansas, your local energy partners.
Birch Tree Communities, providing care for individuals living with severe mental illness in their own supervised home environment. Their staff serves as a guide to members on their journey to independence in the community. If you have a client, friend, or loved one diagnosed with schizophrenia, schizoaffective, or bipolar disorder, and are in need of assisted residential care, please contact Birch Tree Communities Admissions Department or online at birchtree.org. Birch Tree Communities, a place called home.
Tune in each day to Drive Time Sports to hear Trey Biddy talk all things Razorbacks. Brought to you by Chris Crane Hyundai, Arkansas's #1 Hyundai dealer, and Genesis of Conway, Arkansas's only Genesis dealer. Genesis of Conway, the future of luxury today.
Spring means it's time for fresh vegetables and produce. And your local family market store is your home for everything spring, including all of those barbecue supplies and fresh cut meats by our butchers for your spring cookouts. With great deals on all of your favorite Coke, Pepsi, and Frito-Lay items, as well as so much more, Family Market in Pangburn, Malvern, and Shannon Hills are always there for you. And remember, you'll never pay full price for gas when you use your Family Market rewards card at select locations. Family Market, the way grocery shopping is supposed to be.
Holy gluttony, Batman! Scott Romine is now on the Buzz Saturday mornings at 9 a.m.
Yes, Robin, I wonder if we can discuss the Batmobile. Gluttony Unplugged, Saturdays at 9 a.m. Same bat time, same bat channel.
Back here courtside, Bank OZK Arena. Josh Neighbors alongside me is Justin Acree. It is the 6A Boys State Championship game here on the Buzz Radio Network. All of our games are brought to you all by Roller Funeral Homes. I want to thank them for their sponsorship of high school athletics. The Bryant Hornets trailed 27-24 against Little Rock Central. We got Bryant stats coming your way here. 8 for 25 from the floor, 4 of 10 from beyond the arc, 4 of 5 from the free throw line. Right now it is 10 points for Kellen Robinson, who's 3 of 12, 3 rebounds as well, 2 turnovers on the day. 10 points for Kamarian Bede. He has also got 5 boards. He's 4 of 6 from the floor. Only one other player scored. That's R.J. Young. He's got 4 points and 5 boards as well as an assist on the game. Turnovers, 7 for Little Rock Central. They forced that many in this game. Actually, 8 is the total at this point. This is wrong right here, but 8 that Little Rock Central has forced, just 2 Bryant's forced. Points in the paint are going the way of Little Rock Central. They've got 10, just 4 for Bryant. Second chances, 2-2 fast breaks, 6-5, and neither team has had a player come off the bench and get a bucket. Once again, 4th game of the day. We've got 4 more coming your way tomorrow here in these state championships. Greenwood beat Valonia earlier in the 5A girls. Pine Bluff beat Benton in 5A boys. Little Rock Central beat Conway in 6A girls, and now we've got 6A boys here, Bryant versus Little Rock Central. Tomorrow, 1A girls, it's Norfolk and Mammoth Spring. Then 1A boys, Mark Tree against Nevada. 2A, it'll be Mansfield against Mount Vernon, Enola in the girls. And then 2A boys is Marshall versus EPC, East Poinsett County, day number 3. And we have a sellout crowd, 6,500 people here, paid attendance for this game. We'll step aside. One more break, then we'll get you to second half action between Little Rock Central and Bryant. It's all coming up here. Once again, you're listening to the 2024 High School Basketball State Championships presented by Roller Funeral Homes on the Buzz Radio Network.
Arkansas State University, Three Rivers.
Want to go to college but don't know the first thing to do? Check out Arkansas State University Three Rivers. They'll help you relieve that fear and show you how easy enrolling in college can be. Visit asutr.edu and apply online today. Scholarships available for ACT 19 and higher.
Arkansas State University, Three Rivers.
When you get on a bike, you got to watch out for gravel, potholes, and knucklehead drivers.
But after a crash, here's what you got to watch out for. Insurance adjusters. They can be tough on innocent bikers.
They might try to pin the blame on you or pay you less than you deserve.
So if you've been injured, here's what you should do.
Call the lawyers who look out for bikers. That's Rainwater, Holt, and Sexton. Notice at the crash? Call Rainwater, Holt, and Sexton. Anywhere in the state, dial 888-8888. Non-lawyers spoken.
Responsible attorneys like Rainwater and Bob Sexton.
This is Pat Bradley. At River City Flooring Maumelle, March Madness is here. They have luxury vinyl plank in a wide array of colors with 20 mil wear layer for just $2.49 per square foot. Waterproof laminate for $1.49 a square foot. And don't forget they have tile, the best in the business. Beautiful Calcutta tile for $2.50 per square foot. As always, you can get 0% financing for up to 3 years with qualifying credit. River City Flooring Maumelle, where you're always the winner.
Home Outlet is the go-to store for your new kitchen. Choose from a large selection of new in-stock cabinets or semi-custom cabinets. They offer a free kitchen design service with unlimited revisions and a 3D image of your design, including cabinets, countertops, backsplash, and more. Great products at the guaranteed lowest price. Something for everyone. Find us online at homeoutlet.com.
Break up with your big box store. Kitchens, baths, and floors, and more. Home Outlet is your home store.
Back here courtside at Bank OZK Arena. Little Rock Central comes out. White uniforms, black letters, black numbers, working left to right across your radio dial now in the second half. Bryant, blue uniforms with the white letters and white numbers working right to left. Little Rock Central will inbound right in front of us as we get in the second half. Here's Justin Acree.
Yeah, it's like old home week around here. I couldn't get back to the broadcast position. I saw 100 people on news. A lot of fun, so good to see. Yeah, here we go. Second half action. Culberson and the Tigers leading it by 3 to start the second half, and they're going to go to work left to right on your radio dial. Washington in the post working against Bede. He'll back him down, spin to the baseline, pump fake, and drive, and that's no match inside. Bede, heck of a strong player at 6'1", but you can't beat 6'8", the long Washington, reaching up and scoring it to open the second half, and it's a 5-point lead for the moment. And Bede comes right back at him and says, whatever you can do, I can do at least as well, and cuts the lead back to 3. 12 now for Kamarian Bede. 7:13 to go here in the third quarter. Just underway. Washington in the post leans into Bede. No foul call. Washington scores it, and the official says, not giving it to you. That's an insinuation of a flop. Thought he might have had a legitimate claim there, but the official said otherwise. Bede trying to go back to work. Pump fake. Gets Washington in the air and scores it. So they have traded baskets twice now. 2 for Washington, 2 for Bede. He's got 14 now, 31-28 Central. We'll see if they go back to Washington again. Boateng's been somewhat quiet. 6 points for him. Washington again. They like this matchup. They're going back to it. Spinning, shooting, and he missed it that time. But they got up in the net. We may get a goaltend, and we do. Bad break. And so you've got 3 straight baskets for Washington. And now we'll see if they go to Bede on the other end. Nope. Did they not give it to him? Yeah, they did. What are we doing here? We need an inbound for Bryant. Yeah, they gave him the basket. Yeah, blue, he's saying. Come get it. I don't think the players realized they called the goaltend because he went up through the net. You can't do that. That's a goaltend every day. 33-28, 6:27 to go. And so the officials look a little frustrated as they say, guys, it's a goaltend. Let's move on here. We're a minute and a half in, and another basket for Washington. And we'll see if they go back to the sophomore Bede on the other end. He has been phenomenal here in the early going, and it's amazing. We talked so much about Robinson and Boateng. Those guys have not really done anything. And then Robinson says, well, I want a little bit of this, and he goes down, spins in the lane, and scores it from 5 feet out. Back to a 3-point game. It's been a phenomenal matchup, and no surprise, the first 2 games outstanding. Bryant won them both, 47-44 at Little Rock and 52-50 in Saline County. Boateng with 5:50 left. Driving in. Kicks it to the wing. Drive on the baseline. Another flop by Bryant. No call. Blocked out of there by Young. And now another block inside on the attempt by Boateng. And it will stay Central High basketball with 7 on the shot clock. It's kind of been the secondary players here in the second half. Attempted inbound by Central over the head of the intended target. Stolen away by Robinson. Then he's fouled in transition. But you get 3 baskets in a row, Josh, by Washington, including a goaltend called against Bryant. Then on the other end, Bede goes for a couple, and Robinson picks up the slack. So you end up with basically what we had at the halftime break. 5:36 to go, and a back-and-forth ball game. A lot of fun and a little more shooting efficiency here to start the second half. 32% in the first half for Bryant, and Central at 40.
Big if they can get Washington going. You only had 1 basket in the first half, 3 already early on.
Yeah, no doubt. They really have gone to him. I mean, they've obviously intentionally targeted him. They like the matchup, and Bede is really strong and trying to kind of body him up in there, but Washington's length just way too much in the early going here. There's a foul inside on Allen. Chase Allen. Really haven't called his name much at all tonight. R.J. Young between the circles, calling for help. He gets it off to Bede. He'll cross over and pull for 3. That's off left. And the rebound knocked out of bounds by Bryant. Hornets fans didn't like it. Again, if you're just tuning in, it is a packed house here tonight. We have a sellout crowd of 6,500. And I'm going to say maybe a few more than that. Central girls earlier getting the victory over Conway, denying the Wampus Cats, Lady Wampus Cats, their second straight title. And the first ever for the Little Rock Central women. I was talking to Muskie Harris, one of the more well-known alums, and he was talking to me. He said, hey, they didn't have girls basketball or girls sports really until the mid-'70s in the Little Rock School District, so it is still a relatively new thing. So you think about how wild it is to think about Central never being under final, but again, it hasn't been that terribly long, only about 50 years since they've even had girls sports.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
It's not that insane when you think about, the short amount of time relatively that they've actually had it.
4:46 to go, and that's going to be a foul on Young, his second. Really no foul trouble, Josh. Correct me if I'm wrong to speak of here or to worry about.
2 for Culberson and Boateng, but those are guys just to watch if they pick up another one. And then
Boateng,
2 for Bede.
Yeah, Boateng shooting inside. That shot blocked. Washington got it back, carves out some space, left it short, got it back, shot it again, and he gets fouled. He has gone to work, sir, here in the second half. 6.7 points a game for Washington, and he already has 8. That's the 3rd foul now, and on Young. So just as soon as we as soon as we said it, he gets himself in a little bit of trouble there.
Which he's got 4 points today, but he's an important player, obviously, for what they do. He's got 5 rebounds, and he's really an athlete.
Yeah, Washington free throw no good. Three Rivers Community College commitment in Missouri. Same for his teammate Culberson, so they'll take their show on the road north, as will Boateng, but he's going a little bit further, all the way up to Columbia. Second free throw's good. 9 now for Washington, who has come alive with 7 here in the second half. 34-30. Central leads it. 4:28 to go. Bede fumbling it. Nearly lost it. Good effort there by Moore, knocking it out into the scorer's table.
Watching Washington on defense, it's funny. You see it, Justin. He can come really far forward up in the paint because if they try to skip it over him, it's going to be tough to do. And also, he can recover pretty well and block shots. I mean, he can be up midway through the paint in the beginning of possessions, not have to worry about anybody behind him.
Robinson crossover into the paint. Good job there by Moore running at it, but they kick it out to the wing for a 3, and a big bucket for Trent Ford, the senior from the right wing, to get Bryant within 1. But they have really gotten that drive by Robinson, the spin sized up. There's a dunk attempt by Washington, partially blocked by Bede on the way up. Bryant wants to run. Young can't finish at the rim. No foul call. Ford runs it down, kicks it to the middle of the floor. Bede down Main Street, stops, spins, shoots off the glass, too strong. And Boateng comes out of there with it. On the right wing, into the paint. Lost the handle, got it back. Turns around and shoots it. No. Tip. No. Tip again. No. It's batted out by Washington. Culberson. 3-pointer by Moore. In and out. Another rebound inside. And the follow by Allen results in a foul on Bryant. Oh, my goodness.
Not sure
Look at those Tigers crash the glass.
That was an impressive possession. They were all in on that possession on going to the glass. And Boateng, he needed to take that to the rack, man. He was not aggressive enough. He kind of hesitated before he dribbled.
Well, just a short jumper as opposed to taking it right to the rim. You're right.
Yeah.
Foul's on Fowler. That's just, well, maybe it's on, is that on Benson? We'll check the foul. I thought they were signaling with a fist. I thought that was 0, but I guess not. Central up by 1, and we will get back to action here. 3:27 in the third period. It's a tight one here at Bank OZK Arena. You're listening to 2024 High School Basketball State Championships presented by Roller Funeral Homes on the Buzz Radio Network.
We understand that in times of loss, every detail matters. Hello, I'm Renata Jenkins-Fowler with Roller Funeral Homes. It is a privilege to be chosen as the best funeral homes in Arkansas year after year for 24 consecutive years because it signifies the faith and confidence placed in us by those we serve. We are continuously seeking to elevate our standards of excellence. Thank you for your trust. Roller Funeral Homes, where compassion meets excellence with all our respect.
I need a place that can print documents and I can have them notarized as well.
You mean like Pro Copy in Hot Springs?
Yeah, but a place that can take care of all my shipping needs too.
Well, Pro Copy offers shipping for both FedEx and UPS and can even handle faxing and notarizing.
Yeah, but somewhere I can use their services to print, email, and access the internet.
You need Pro Copy in Hot Springs, next to Sutherland's on Albert Pike. They can handle all of your copying needs and so much more. Just call them at 501-624-2303. Wait, I got it. I'll go to Pro Copy.
Welcome back here. It is the 6A Boys State title game, and a great one, just like we anticipated. The first two games, both won by Bryant by a total of 5 points. This game separated by only 1. 34-33, Central in the lead. Free throws coming up for Chase Allen, the 6'1 senior. And Allen yet to score in this game. I mentioned we have not talked about him much. He's had one foul, and he kept that one alive, and finally scratches out a point. The senior starter on the board now. Not a big scorer anyway. Averages just under 4 points a game, but certainly I'm sure happy to get a point on the board as his team continues to add to its lead. 3 now is the Central Tiger lead. And
big
largest lead of the it was. Largest lead of the day so far. Bryant 5, Little Rock Central 7, or excuse me, 3 and 5, I should say. Little Rock's largest lead was 5. They're at 3 right now, so it's been tight throughout.
Central's missed their last 8 shots, so those free throws are really important for them.
Robinson, he's been quiet, has 1 bucket in the second half, now 2.
Tough.
Pull up from 17, rising up and fading a bit. Gets it back within a 1-point game. 14 for Robinson. Baseline, Boateng to a cutting Culberson. Alley-oop! And a finish for Washington. Slams it down with 2:49 to go. And Central, 11 from their 6'8 senior, and a 3-point lead again. That was a beautiful ball movement there by Central. Drive and kick to the corner. Ford running into the defender. Offensive foul. Good job by Moore stepping in and drawing it on the offensive reach by Bryant. And here comes R.J. Young.
That offensive possession from Central was beautiful. It was a baseline drive on the right side to a cutter from the opposite wing to a baseline cut that was an alley-oop. That is fantastic ball movement. That's how you move without the basketball.
38-35. We're having a silent debate on whether that offensive foul was a good call with our friends on the TV crew.
That was a good call.
I didn't think it was a bad one either.
That was a good call.
Got some debate over there. Washington inside again, asserting himself. No. Rebound by Young. Kick out to Ford, and now they'll get it up to Robinson. Risky pass, a collision, and no call. Wow.
He took the ball.
Collision between Allen and Robinson, no call. Left wing 3, pump fake. 3-pointer on the way short. This place would have erupted on the 3-pointer by Moore. Booted around and into the hands of the Bryant Hornets with 1:54 to go. 38-35, 1:52 left, and it is Robinson with it, and he'll give it away as things calm down a bit for the moment to be. They get it back to Young. Now to the right wing B. Whips a pass inside. Young underneath. Up. No. Battle for the rebound. And Bryant and Little Rock converge on it. And we will have a Hornet Tiger tie-up. And it is Bryant Hornet basketball in the alternate possession with 1.5 minutes left.
Man, frantic pace. Robinson got rocked on that last possession. He did a good job, though. He recovered and actually got the steal. So Really nice work from him.
I just couldn't believe there wasn't a foul called. I mean, you got a serious collision
He
there.
got the ball first. I think that's why. It looked like the defender tipped the ball before the collision. And so, sometimes you want to penalize a reckless play, but also you do have to reward somebody who does get the ball first.
Bede, good inbound to Young. Shot blocked by Washington cleanly, and here comes more the other way. Thought better of it, will pull it out. Good retreat defensively by Bryant, but Washington going to work, and there's an offensive foul the other way. Right into the chest of Ford, and they tried to sell a couple of them down there to no avail. That time, though, the official says, you betcha. Too much from Washington. Coach Ross doesn't like it. He's barking along the sideline. He's got a quiet intensity to him. And he is pleading his case as they come back up the floor, still barking across at the official. But Bryant ball with 1:23 to go, and Central by 3. Bede racing in. Off the glass, no. And Washington will come out of there with it for Central.
That was a business choice on the other end of there. I mean, either you're going to get it spiked on your head after a dunk if they don't call the offensive foul, or you get a charge. And the gamble paid off for Bryant.
Left wing, Chase Allen up top to Washington. Right side, Culberson. Now to Moore for 3. A deep one, short, and a foul underneath.
Was it on the jumper or was it underneath?
It's on the rebound attempt. It'll be on Ford.
No, I think it was on the shot.
Oh, my goodness. I didn't even see the contact out there.
Yes, it was. It was Ford who got into him there. That's
wow, I didn't see that. I didn't think there was anybody near him when he shot
his
that.
third foul.
And Moore obliges Bryant with a missed free throw. It's a 3-point margin. He could tie the largest lead of the game if he makes these next 2. Man, bad break for Bryant. Some really interesting whistles here. Second free throw, no. So he missed them both. He's got one more to shoot. 56 seconds left.
3 fouls for Young. 3 fouls also on Ford. Other way, it's 2 for Washington, 2 for Boateng, and 2 for Culberson.
We're going to get a 30-second timeout. Bryant called it. It's the first here in the second half. 56 seconds left. And talk it over here before that third free throw.
These two teams just destined to play close games, right? I mean, it's just there's very little separation between them. It comes down to the execution and whatnot. I mean, each team's got good individual players. Each team has hit some three-pointers in this game. 5 for 12 for Bryant, 3 of 8 the other way. Whether it's a rebounding advantage one way or the other. I mean, everything just seems to cancel out. Scoring drought, right now, Central's one of their last 10. Well, Bryant hasn't scored in over 2 minutes. So
I love the way they've gone to Washington in the second half. He's got 11 points and 7 rebounds. He had 2 points at the halftime break. So he has been targeted and he has asserted himself. Both teams shooting 36% from the floor for the game. So the defense has really ruled the day, but the free throws have been the difference. Now, Central's missed 6 of their 17, but they've had 17 attempts. And they've had more than twice as many makes as Bryant has had attempts. And so I'm sure that the Hornets aren't thrilled about that. But again, the way the game is played, the way Central has been relentlessly attacking, that's what you're going to get. When you look at points in the paint, 16-10 advantage, Little Rock Central. No surprise there. It's kind of played that way.
Yep. I think Bryant's actually earned a few more free throws than would have been called. There's been a couple physical plays down there that should have gotten some more free throws, but I think they'll continue to try and keep driving it inside because it has worked for them for most of the season. Although it's tough against these two. I mean, Boateng and Washington. It's a difficult proposition.
He missed all 3 free throws. Wow.
What a break.
That is shocking. Moore missed all 3 free throws, so this team now 11 of 18 at the free throw line, and if it gets down to the wire and it's a close one, you're going to look back at those and think, geez, what could have been? Robinson thought about a 3. They haven't shot one in a while. They are shooting at a high percentage from outside, actually a higher percentage than they are from 2, or from a total field goal standpoint at least. Robinson will try a tough deep 3 and got it again. Maybe they need more perimeter jump shots. Another 3-pointer by Robinson. That's his 3rd of the game, and they've now made 6 of 13. They're shooting over 40% for the game from the 3-point line and under 40%. 46% from 3, 38% from the floor. So maybe some more perimeter jumpers in the future for the Bryant Hornets. They tie it at 38. 9 seconds, 8 seconds, 7. Out to Boateng, 3-pointer, and his answer is there. And Bryant with one desperation heave off left, no chance. And it is a 3-point margin at the end of 3.
Yeah. His hand's unwrapped. Boateng took the wrap off his hand and made his first 3-point attempt of the game.
41-38. Central leads it by 3 after the third quarter. We've got a good fourth coming up for you next. Stay tuned right here. You're listening to the 2024 High School Basketball State Championships presented by Roller Funeral Homes on the Buzz Radio Network.
The fine art of armchair quarterbacking.
Can you dig it? Can you dig it? Can you dig it?
1037 The Buzz. KABZ, Little Rock.
You'll find us at the end of a lot of long country roads, covering over 60% of the great state of Arkansas. Our 17 electric distribution cooperatives are working day and night to provide reliable, affordable power to over 500,000 homes, farms, and businesses, just like yours. The Electric Cooperatives of Arkansas, your local energy partners.
Hi, I'm Todd Yacobi, your new chief meteorologist on KRK4 News, and I'm excited to start working for you. So download the Arkansas Storm Team app, stay up to date, and trust that the Arkansas Storm Team is always ready. Stay weather aware with the Arkansas Storm Team on KRK4.
Tune in every Monday night at 7 during basketball season for the Eric Musselman Show. Coach will break down gameplay and strategy. Brought to you by Genesis of Conway, Arkansas's only Genesis dealership. The all-new Genesis of Conway, now open at 1075 Collier Drive.
Birch Tree Communities provide individual care for folks with severe mental illness in their own supervised home environment. If you have a client, friend, or loved one diagnosed with a mental disorder and in need of assisted residential care, contact the Birch Tree Communities today by going to birchtree.org. For more information, Birch Tree Communities, a place called home.
Third quarter action, and Chris Washington ruling the day there, Josh. 9 points of his 11 in that third quarter, helping his team to take a 3-point lead. Didn't get much help with the free throw line. This team now 11 of 18 through 3 at the free throw line. Bryant's 4 of 5. It'll be Central ball to start the fourth quarter. Culberson leading the way for Central, but he did not have a single point in the third quarter.
Yeah, but his defense was still outstanding on the perimeter. He's done a good job of heating the ball up for Central.
Culberson has it now. He'll drop it off to Moore. Dribbles left wing, looks inside. Ball tipped away by Young. Off the back of Ford, who goes to the floor. It's going to be a tie-up as Washington gets it, rolls over him, but they're going to call a foul on Washington. And I actually like that call. Washington jumps on top of the guy with the ball. That's Ford, rolls over him and draws the foul instead of getting the tie-up. And too often I think they just automatically call the jump ball, but I like that they gave the foul there.
They should discourage those kinds of plays. Those are dangerous plays. You don't want guys kind of torpedoing themselves at players who are defenseless on the floor.
It's a third foul on Washington, too. Not a huge issue right now, but with 7:42 to go, if he picks up 4, it could be. Here we go, 3-point game. Bryant with a chance to get within 1 or tie it up. Left wing, R.J. Young looking inside. He'll drive inside. Pump fake. Kick out. 3 from Ford. Tie ball game. Ford with another 3-pointer from the right corner. He likes that spot, doesn't he?
Yeah, they've had the wings and the corners open when they have those middle dribble drives.
Quickly Central back the other way. Moore will pull it out and reset. Luke looking right. Crossing over, backing out. Right wing. Up top to Luke again. Washington's asking them to get it to the wing and then get it to him. Instead, Moore will drive in, take it himself and got it. Asserting himself right at Robinson and scoring it to give Central back a 2-point lead. He's got 9. Layup on the other end. Robinson, that was too easy in transition. Sort of the secondary break, if you will, and Robinson with a left-hand layup ties the game back at 43. How about 19 for Kellen Robinson, the 6'3 junior. Moore going right back at him. Got it and 1. And Ford trips over Moore as Moore goes to the floor. Ford smashes into the stanchion. He seems all right. And it'll be a chance at a 3-point play. Moore missed all 3 free throws his last trip. See if he can convert on the 3-point play here.
Trying to see if they get the foul on there. Yeah, they're going to give
Young. It's his 4th.
I think they said it was on Young, but I think that they got the.
Yeah, they're going to bring in Benson Ford, Young here.
I thought that foul was on Ford.
No, Ford tripped over him after the play was already done, yeah.
But nonetheless, I mean, that's going to end up being 4 for Young, and then Ford's got 3 right now. So
yeah,
one foul. Two guys are in trouble.
1 foul apiece in the fourth quarter with a minute and a half in. So we'll see if free throws become a bigger part of the story. Central again up by 3, and it's been tight throughout again. 5 points is the most that has separated these two teams tonight. It's remarkable. There's a pull-up by Robinson. He got hit, no foul. Ball tipped away. Boateng has it. He'll race into the front court. Lost his footing. Tips it, but up to Bryant. Here comes Fowler at the rim. No. The follow, no, but they'll call a foul in the shot attempt. And that dunk would have brought the house down by Benson, but wouldn't have counted anyway.
Late foul calls that came in there, but that was obviously a foul at that point in time. Culberson does a good job recovering and fouling him, making sure it's not easy to. And like I said, Justin, free throws will be a factor here. We saw Central miss 3, Fowler with a big pair coming up.
Yep, 3-point ball game. Third foul on Culberson. Knuckleball. I tell you, I've never seen a guy shoot it like Fowler does. Knuckleball to 3 earlier. That's just the way he shoots it. There's just no spin on the basketball. The right hander. I don't even know how you would do that, honestly.
Push it.
I'd have to get up there and really try to do it. I mean, he's got good hand position. That ball may have had a little bit more spin on it. But anyway, gets the second one to go to get Bryant back within 2. That's the first point of the game for Fowler. Culberson driving. Robinson defending. Got in the air. A steal by Fowler. All the way, and he will lay it in. He's got 3 now, and he's had 3 huge points for Bryant over the last couple of minutes. Into the front court quickly. It's Blair. He'll go up and in. Wow.
Ill-advised. 1 on 4, but still it pays off for him.
Sometimes. That's his first basket of the game. The guys who hadn't scored much coming to life in a critical point. Robinson misses on the drive. Battle for the rebound. They're going to say no, and a foul against Benson. He is mad about it. And that was a tough call to go against him, honestly. We're going the other way. Second team foul on Bryant, and 2 against Central so far, too. 5:35 left, and a good job there, I thought, by Bede.
The sophomore grabbed the senior there to calm him down. Good job, Kamari and Bede, calming his teammate down, encouraging him. But, yeah, that was a difficult call. I want to say Drake Fowler, going to give him some props. Picked off back-to-back passes. Looked like a secondary player, didn't he?
Yeah, he sure did. Boy, he was quick to the other end, too, to finish it. Ball inbound into Boateng in the backcourt. Hands it off to Moore, and he'll bring it up. Luke Moore across the timeline. Gets a screen. He'll drive in. Shot blocked out of there. There's the recovery by Benson. Up to Fowler again. Finish again. How about it? Kind of sat on Boateng and flipped it up and in and got the bucket. That was a big-time play to protect the ball from the defender. We got a scramble for it on this end, and that'll be a foul on Bede as Blair was trying to regain his footing, and the foul comes at that time.
Grabbed his ankle there. Yeah, wasn't sure if you saw that one, Justin, but he grabbed the ankle, pulled on it.
5:06 to go. Luke Moore will inbound it from the sideline in a 48-48 game. Boateng over to Culberson. Setting it up. Left wing. Blair just had a huge bucket moments ago. Has it to Boateng. Off a Washington screen. All the way up. No, but a foul will be on a reach over by Benson. And more free throws coming for the Tigers. The question is, can they make the Hornets pay? 7 of 14, 50%. Not good. And see Boateng trying to stretch out that left leg. He may have a little calf stress there. Maybe a cramp. But he'll get a timeout to rest it up before he goes to the free throw line. These free throws huge down the stretch. And, again, if Central comes up short, they're going to lament the fact that they did not convert at a high rate at the free throw line today.
Yeah, Boateng and Moore are both 50%. 2 for 4 for Boateng, and then 4 of 8 for Moore. So that's been a area, obviously, where, look, they've done a great job, like you said, Justin, of getting to the line. They're 63%, but they are not converting at a high enough rate at this point to close out Bryant. But once again, these two teams they always seem to play close games, so feels like it's kind of the way it's supposed to be. 48 all, 4:48 to go.
42% apiece, Bryant and Central. Hornets tonight, 18 of 43. Tigers, 16 of 38. They've shot 5 less field goals, but they have shot 12 more free throws. They've made 7 more. And again, Bryant has not really looked to the perimeter a lot tonight, but 50% from outside. They've shot it better from outside than they have from the floor tonight. 7 of 14 from the perimeter. And Central's solid, too. They've been far better, or better at least, outside slightly from the three-point line. 4 of 9. That's 44% to 42% overall from the floor.
think it makes sense, though, that Bryant's three-point shooting has been so good because when they drive middle, Central just collapses. I mean, they've prioritized that, and you've seen possessions where there actually have been players on both wings who are open. Bryant can take their pick because that's the way Central's played it on defense.
Look how even these numbers are. 10 turnovers for Bryant, 9 for Central. Points off, 8-7, advantage Bryant. Total rebounds, 25-24 is another missed free throw. That one by Boateng for Central. Now they're under 50% from the line. 8-7, total rebounds, 25-24 Bryant. Defensive rebounds, 14 apiece. Second chance points, 5-2 advantage for Central. Fast break, 8 apiece. Blocks, 5 apiece. It has been a dead heat here for the most part. And 1 point is all that separates Tigers and Hornets with 4:45 to go. Second free throw is good. That's the difference in the game at this moment. 8 of 16 now for Central at the line. Drive inside. And there is a foul. Reaching over, Boateng is Bede forces the issue at the block, and that would have been a tough shot. I think that would have been a tough make if he doesn't foul him.
I thought they might have let that foul go because he carried. I mean, he carried twice to clear that space because he basically collected the ball and thought about, all right, where am I going to go now? Then crossed back over. So I thought they might let that one go because the way he palmed that when he attacked Boateng there.
As it stands, he'll get a couple of free throws here.
Number 3 on Boateng.
Free throw's good. Tied up at 49 again. And, man, this sophomore has come up huge tonight. 15 points for the Hornet legacy. B, the brother of Cam Hunter, missed the second. And KK Robinson's younger brother, Kellen, not doing too shabby either. By the way, Little Rock blowing out Western Illinois. They'll advance to the OVC final, 82-57. I'm sure while Robinson's focused on this one, going to be excited for his brother when he gets done here. And hopefully I'm sure he's thinking they both get to celebrate, but we'll see what happens. Boateng, tough shot off the glass, in and out. That ball's halfway down, and just good enough defensively for Bryant there to get the stop. We're halfway through this final quarter in a 49-all game. What more could you ask for? Robinson drives and stops, shoots and hit. Boateng's fourth. Big trouble. And he will have 2 free throws coming up after this media timeout. Boy, Brian Ross not thrilled about that call. And he and his team are in a tight one here. 6A title on the line. 49 all with 3:59 remaining. Stick around. This will be a wild finish. You're listening to the 6A 2024 High School State Championship presented by Roller Funeral Homes on the Buzz Radio Network.
Birch Tree Communities, providing care for individuals living with severe mental illness in their own supervised home environment. Their staff serves as a guide to members on their journey to independence in the community. If you have a client, friend, or loved one diagnosed with schizophrenia, schizoaffective, or bipolar disorder, and are in need of assisted residential care, please contact Birch Tree Communities Admissions Department or online at birchtree.org. Birch Tree Communities, a place called home.
For over 30 years, Pickup Truck Accessory Warehouse on 65th and University has been Arkansas's truck accessory headquarters and the only stop for all your truck parts and accessories. If it goes on a truck, Pickup Truck Accessory Warehouse has it, like step bars, bed covers, toolboxes, and rattle racks, as well as gooseneck, fifth wheel hitches, and drop hitches. All this and more can be found at Pickup Truck Accessory Warehouse, a WeatherTech Diamond dealer, 501-568-0040, or online at arkansastruck.com. And ask about the all-new RSI Smart Cap.
All right, it's going to be a big finish here. 49 up, 3:59 to go. We played all this time, and we're still deadlocked. It's been back and forth. Again, largest lead for Little Rock, 5. Little Rock Central, I should say. Bryant's largest lead, 3. Josh Neighbors, Justin Acre here courtside, and I think we were expecting a tight game, although there were a couple other games in these finals we thought would be tight as well and did turn out that way. This one has been exactly as we anticipated.
Yep, 12 ties. I mean, they've been tied 12 times in this game.
Yeah, 5 lead changes.
Right, and nobody can seem to get that much separation. Bryant's largest lead has been 1 basket, 1 possession, and Little Rock Central's has been 5, which is less than 2 possessions. I mean, nip and tuck the entire way.
Robinson a chance to put his team in front at the free throw line. 41% shooting for Central, 42% for Bryant, and the Hornets at the free throw line good. And boy, have they been much more efficient at the free throw line. They haven't gotten there much, but 7 of 10 now, 70%. Meanwhile, 13 of 21 for Central. Just an abysmal free throw performance for the Tigers. Second free throw's good. So a 2-point game, Bryant in the lead. Seems like it's been a while since they were up. Had some deadlocks, but Bryant, and again, you could be in the front, but there's no breathing room here. Boateng going to work, got tripped. And that is the 5th foul, and so free throws coming. Hey, critical again. Now in the bonus the rest of the way. Still have 3:47 left.
Right.
And every foul against Bryant will result in free throws as well. So, again, I would say it may be a free throw shooting contest. I would have to also say that doesn't necessarily favor the Tigers if the earlier parts of this game are any indication. But that one perfect by Boateng to get his team back within 1.
So now Kamari Embiid's got 4, and Young has 4 for Bryant. And the other way, Boateng, before that last break, he picked up his 4.
Chase Allen back in the game for the Tigers. Second free throw good. So huge there to tie the game back up. Robinson got 2. Boateng got 2. So again, the stars answering one another. Neither one particularly well involved in the early part of the third quarter. They instead went to Washington and Embiid. Now you saw the stars this last 2 trips get free throws, and we're deadlocked at 51 again with 3.5 to play. Embiid up top to Robinson. Working against Culberson. He'll back it out. Culberson's been very solid defensively tonight, and that is a tough assignment. Robinson in the paint. Culberson got a hand in there. Ball ends up in the hands of Young, though. Shot up, no. Swatted out of there by Washington, and Central gets it on the floor and calls timeout. Heads up play by Luke Moore, and they have got 2 still to burn, and Central will get the possession in a tie ball game with 3:09 to go.
Yeah, huge, great hustle play. Looked like almost 2 blocks there from Washington and Boateng kind of simultaneously hitting it, and then a great job by Moore diving on the floor. I expect we'll see hustle plays like that decided the rest of the way. But, yeah, each foul, Central fouls again next time. Everybody will be shooting free throws. So free throws, hustle plays, we'll see it in the star players, as you mentioned, too, showing up here in the fourth.
Well, Little Rock could really be in a great position right now if they made, just think maybe they make 4 or 5 more of those free throws of the 23. They've missed 8. Now, admittedly, Bryant's missed 3 of their 11, so it's not like, they're not shooting 90% either. But, again, we'll see. Just a lot of trips there for the Tigers, and that's sometimes what you've got to do. We've seen it all year with Arkansas, right? Haven't shot it well most of the year, and they've lived at the free throw line.
Right.
Baseline inbound for Central. Tie ball game, 3:09 to go. Inbound, stolen away by Bede, but he saves it into Culberson for the Tigers. It's a heck of an effort, really had no chance but to throw it in, and unfortunately for him, right to a Tiger. Culberson hooks the defender, drives in, layup good. Got around Ford, and a good job of hooking carefully and surreptitiously where the official didn't see it. Bede will drive and stop. Feeds it across the court, tapped out by the Tigers, and they're complaining. They say no, it was out off of a Hornet, but the officials say otherwise, and Bryant will retain the possession. Down by 2 with 2:46 to go, and now Coach Abrahamson wants to talk it over with his team.
Yeah, this is a good call right here on the timeout because obviously this is your special teams, right? You're getting that ball underneath the basket. This is where you can run something and get a guy open. So good opportunity, good time to use a timeout here. And I have to say, Culberson, you mentioned his defense. He's been a defensive ace this half. If you watch him when Robinson's off the ball, which is not a lot, but he is just fighting through every screen. He's tracking him down. And Robinson's hit some tough shots, but Culberson's been there to meet the challenge every single time.
Last night you gave us some analogies to other sports, and I'm going to use one for football here because to me Culberson's like an offensive lineman. We haven't mentioned him much because he's doing the job, right? Doing the job defensively. Hasn't done much offensively, but they haven't needed him to. You keep Robinson in check, that's a full-time job.
Yeah, it's I'll give you the football other side of it, right? It's like Robinson's the pass rusher. You have to keep him off as a tackle, right? And okay, you've had a couple plays where it's been close, or he's gotten the quarterback, but Chase Young's kind of a guy I think of where he can win the entire game for you, right? Robinson's hit some huge shots, but he's not been a complete game wrecker. It feels like, despite the fact that he's got 21 points.
I know.
Because here's the thing: the threes he's hit, Justin, have been like these deep, difficult threes with hands in his face.
Well, it's amazing, and you don't even realize it. He had 10 in the first half. He's had 11 in the second half,
right?
And I don't know when he got him.
Right.
It's been, and that's the thing. Culberson's like, how'd you do? I defended him really well. How did he do?
Work.
He got 21. All right, Young with it. Stopping in the lane. He'll kick it back out. There's Drake Fowler again. He's had some key moments here in the second half of the Hornets. Robinson, we were just talking about him, kicks it. Fowler thought about a three. Will dribble inside. Good cover up over there by Chase Allen. Now we'll go baseline. Stops, shoots, air ball. Young, offensive rebound. Goes back up with it. No. Got another one. Young kick out. Robinson, deep three. And that is a huge arcing shot. No good. Long rebound out to Bryant again. Feed inside. Young underneath. Ball knocked away. He got it back. Stolen away on the pass to the wing. And here comes Luke Moore. Wow. A handful of opportunities for Bryant on that possession to tie the game. They couldn't get them to go. 2 minutes to play. Central with the lead. Tigers with the ball. And they're going to slow things down. That was a wild possession by Bryant. They just could not convert. Moore waving everybody back. And now we'll try to hand it off to Culberson, but Fowler's lurking around, so he'll keep it instead. Washington will screen. Pull up for Moore. Moore with a huge three. Oh, my goodness. And Central has tied its largest lead of 5, but quickly the other way. Young up. No, and they're going to call a foul on Washington. 15 for Moore. That three was enormous, and Washington barely drawing just enough contact on the attempt by Young, and that's 4 now on Washington. And so R.J. Young, the sophomore, with big free throws here, headed to the line for 2 and a chance to get his team back within 3 and make it a one-possession game.
Great patience from Evan Moore on that possession. Just waiting for that pick to come and stepped into that three. The first free throw off the mark. It's a big miss.
Young was 2 for 2 before that. Again, pressure. It busts pipes, and it makes young men do things they normally wouldn't, and he made the second. So clutch on the second one. So it's a 4-point game now. Central with the ball. Key defensive possessions here now for Bryant. And there's a reach over the top by Robinson. Did they call a foul or just out of bounds? Now they're going to get him on a foul, and we're going to go shoot free throws on the other end. You don't want to foul him 70 feet away.
I think Robinson was okay with giving up that foul, though, because Boateng has not shot the ball from the free throw line very well tonight. And so you're okay. Now, he's getting talked to from Coach Abrahamson, but we're seeing Boateng have a tough time making it to the line.
And Boateng's having a hard time. Looks like he's maybe cramping up a bit. And I think Coach Ross is going to take a timeout again to give his star a little more time to get settled in.
Because I think at that point you might have to pull him out of the game if he's limping. And he's going to lay down. Yep, stretching him out. He's cramping.
Yeah, they got him on the floor, and he's got teammates down there trying to stretch him out. It's that right leg, I assume the calf. And now they're working on that as well. They're pushing his foot back and also rubbing on that calf. And, boy, that's got to be an awful feeling in such a critical moment. And you've also got big free throws coming up. In a game you lead by 4. It's 2 free throws won't put it away, but it's going to make it awfully stressful on Bryant going forward. And, man, what a well-played game really on both parts, largely with the defenses doing work. Trainer's going to run some water over to Boateng while he's being stretched out. This is just like a fight.
Do you think he's thinking about the free throws? I think he might be in so much pain where it's actually going to work.
I don't think he's thinking about the free throws at all. It's just like a fight, though, I think, where you've got a boxer in the corner and he's bleeding, and you got to go over there and stop the cuts. You can't really talk about strategy right now.
Right. What round is it? Right. You know, that's what he's saying. Yeah. I mean, 2 big free throws. Might not be thinking about it, but for him today, 5 of 8 from the line. Not a great day from the floor. 3 of 11, but an opportunity here to really set them apart. He's almost got a double-double. He's got 9 rebounds too.
He's doubled over right now. He's struggling. Josh, I don't know if he can come out here and shoot these free throws. He is hurting, and I don't know how he's going to get up and down the floor. He's really having a hard time. They're going to work on him, but now they're retying his shoe, it looks like. But he is really struggling. And I hate to see this. They're adjusting his shoe, and they're going to retie him up. And Boateng is having a tough time.
He might have to shoot the free throws, and then he's going to stay in. But
I thought the trainer was going to tie his shoes for him. It's like, no, I got it. So he's walking out there gingerly. Takes a deep sigh there. Got to clear your head. Big free throws coming up here. And again, new free throw system. After 5, it's 2. There is no 1-and-1 anymore. And Boateng makes the first. That is clutch for the Gatorade Player of the Year. And it's funny how appropriate, right? This guy could probably use a whole lot of Gatorade right now.
Yeah.
13 points for Boateng. His team up by 5. This will be the largest lead of the game for Central if he makes this one. And he does. So a 6-point lead for Central. Three-pointer by Robinson. No, off the mark. Washington pulls down the rebound. 1:20 left. Will they foul or will they play it out? Moore racing up the right sideline. And they need to take care of the basketball right now. That's the chief job for Moore and the Central High Tigers if they want to collect this state championship.
At this point, you can't foul.
Yep. 16 on the shot clock. 1:01 to go. 58-52. Culberson with it. Hasn't done much on offense this second half. He's going to drive in. Robinson falls. Kick outside. Drive baseline. Jumper up and a foul and one. Chase Allen. Huge basket. His second bucket of the night and his biggest of his career. The senior. Huge basket. And it's an 8-point margin now all of a sudden for Central with a free throw upcoming. Timeout Bryant. And this place is going wild. And the Tigers in great position for the first of 3 schools to have a chance to do it, to complete the feat and get the girls and boys double, Josh.
Yeah, that was a complete, it was a great shot. He was trapped in the left corner. There was 4 seconds left to go on the shot clock. He took one dribble to the baseline with his left hand, spotted up, and Kamari Embiid did a bit of a drive-by there on him, but still able to knock down the shot. What a massive basket that was. And, yeah, they're on their way at this point in time, especially if he makes this free throw.
Embiid is now fouled out. That's his 5th, so he's done. 60-52, and if it's 61-52 in a moment, it is going to be a virtual impossibility unless the Tigers just go brain dead at the free throw line down the stretch.
Tough one for Kamari Embiid. 15 points on 6 of 11 shooting. He had 8 boards as well. He was tremendous in this game. Tough final foul to take right there. Good call, though. And Central, you lose twice, this season. You finally get the opportunity at the third one. And Justin, this is going to be the second, if this holds, the second time today that we've seen this happen. It is so hard to beat a team 3 times, especially when you played them as tight as Central played them in the first 2 games.
Yeah, second boys game today where we've had conference foes going at it in the finals. And earlier today, to Josh's point, Pine Bluff knocking off Benton after losing them twice during the regular season. So here we go. Chance to make it a 9-point game. And they miss it. So an 8-point margin. Lots to make up for Bryant here down the stretch. Let's see what they can do. Robinson going to work. Driving between defenders, and that's a good way to do it. Draws the foul so you can score with the clock stopped, and he'll have 2 free throws coming up with 39.7 seconds left.
To mention that Central defense, it's crazy, Justin. There have been no field goals hit by Bryant in over 4.5 minutes.
Bad time for a drought.
Right.
I thought they could have relied a little more on the perimeter game. Again, I love the way they shot him tonight. Just didn't turn to them very often. But, again, you can't fault them for attacking. And how many shots did they have around the rim here in the fourth quarter where they just couldn't get anything to go down? Multiple attempts on the same possession.
A lot of offensive rebounds, like you mentioned.
Yeah. First free throw is good by Robinson. This one can make it 60-54, so get it back to a 2-possession game. And he doesn't do it. Missed it. Rebound for Culberson. And they've got to foul quickly, and Robinson does. A reach in for Robinson. That's his 3rd. Robinson with 22. And we talked about the Central free throws all night. That was a critical miss by Bryant. And they can sense it. These students are ready to roll.
They've been here for the last 5 hours, 4 or 5 hours. They had the 6 o'clock game.
Pure bliss. Pure bliss for the Central High Tiger fans. 15 now for Culberson. And make it 16 for Culberson. 2 big free throws. It's a 9-point game, and this one looks to be out of reach for Bryant. Robinson quickly shoots it, scores it, hanging in the air in a quick timeout for the Bryant Hornets. At the half, Robinson had 10. He's now got 22. Very impressive. Make it 24, actually. 14 now in the second half. And Culberson, we talked about it, big first half for him. He had 12 at the break, and now has 16. So only 4 points after halftime, but, boy, those 2 a moment ago, huge. And a 7-point game now with 27 seconds left.
And he's shown up big, too, with the assists, the rebounding. He has been all over the floor for them. It's been such a balanced attack. They got 4 guys in double figures tonight for Central. You think about you have a team like this with a player like Boateng, and he's going to be the focus of things. But when you watch him play, he might be. If you talk about basketball players on the team, he might not even be one of the best players when it comes to the actual game. I mean, these guys are really strong. Well, talk about the guards. Those guys are a bit more refined. I mean, you look at Moore, the way Moore's played, the way Culberson's played. Those guys are refined basketball players, and those guys, to me, were the big difference tonight, Justin, just because the way that they were able to match Bryant's guard play, which has been so good all season.
Well, Boateng, to your point, 3 of 11 tonight. Didn't have his best night, but he did pull down 9 rebounds, which is a game high. So here we go. Probably more fouls coming. And they're trying to get a foul, and then they finally do. It'll be a reach-in by Bryant's R.J. Newton.
And Ford got him just for good measure there on the back end of that one also.
Newton, a starter, has not scored a point tonight, but does pick up the foul there. And, boy, Allen had that huge bucket moments ago, and now the senior will go to the free throw line and makes the first. This game is just going to be what the final margin is. It looks like now 22 seconds left, and Central about to grab a state title. And I'll tell you what, Brian Ross is building a bit of a dynasty himself here. Second one short off the front of the rim. Ford with the clear. And again, Bryant needs to go quickly. Robinson. Outside, three-pointer on the way. Badly missed. Rebound, Young. Up, no good. Washington has it. Gets it up the sideline to Allen. 7 seconds and no foul coming. And that is going to be the final margin. Go crazy, Tiger Nation. You have claimed it. Girls championship in the books. And a boys title coming back to Little Rock. 63-55. The Central High Tigers are the 2024 champions as they knock off Bryant by 8. 3's a charm for the Central High Tigers as they get their first win in the third meeting between these two this season. Post-game is coming up next. We'll visit with our MVP and our state champion coach, Brian Ross. You're listening to 2024 High School Basketball State Championships presented by Roller Funeral Homes on the Buzz Radio Network.
I need a place that can print documents and I can have them notarized as well.
You mean like Pro Copy in Hot Springs?
Yeah, but a place that can take care of all my shipping needs too.
Well, Pro Copy offers shipping for both FedEx and UPS and can even handle faxing and notarizing.
Yeah, but somewhere I can use their services to print, email, and access the internet.
You need Pro Copy in Hot Springs, next to Sutherland's on Albert Pike. They can handle all of your copying needs and so much more. Just call them at 501-624-2303.
Wait, I got it. Pro Copy.
Some craftsmanship, more elegance, more excitement. Some people are inspired and see the future before it's here. They see the GV70 for its selection as a car and driver 10 best, GV80 for its soft quilted leather, reclining and heated second row seats, and for its IIHS top safety rating. What inspires you? The all-new Genesis of Conway, the future of luxury today.
Welcome back. Kent Central High claiming the state title here today over Bryant. Celebration time for the Tigers, and we'll run through the team stats and wait on our MVP. And got some thoughts on who it might be, but we'll see what they decide on.
So Little Rock Central wins 63-55. They shot in this game. They were 19 of 42, which not a great percentage. You say 19 of 42, you know, don't love your chances, but 33%, 5 of 10 from 3, 20 of 30 from the line. So that percentage did climb a bit there later on in the game. It was 15 points for Luke Moore, 16 points for Daniel Culberson. They also got 11 points from Chris Washington, and Anor Boateng gave them 14. So 4 players in double figures. The leader, Culberson, was 4 of 9 with a 4, 3 of 4 from deep. Did all that damage in the first half. 5 for 5 from the line. He had 3 rebounds to go along with 4 assists as well. And then once again, it was 15 points for Luke Moore, 5 of 9 from the floor, 1 of 3 from deep, 4 rebounds for him, 3 steals also in this game, 14 points, 10 boards, a double-double for Anor Boateng. 7 of them were defensive, 3 were offensive, 3 for 11 from the floor, 1 of 2 from deep, and then 7 of 10 from the line. He also had a block as well. Chris Washington, 11 points, 8 boards, 2 assists, 4 blocks. He really stuffed the stat sheet. for Central, and then another way. Bryant was 19 of 51, 7 of 15 from deep, which was fantastic. 10 of 15 from the line, 55 total points. They scored this game. 24 for Kellen Robinson, who was 8 of 21, 3 of 8 from deep, 5 of 7 from the line. He had 3 boards to go along with his day today. He also had an assist, 2 steals, a block. Shot 15 points for Kamari Embiid, 6 for 11. He fouled out in this game, but he had 8 rebounds. He was fantastic in this game as well. 5 points for Drake Fowler, 5 points for R.J. Young. And the largest lead of the game ended up being 9 for Little Rock, for Central rather.
For 90% of the game that never got separated by more than 5, right?
We had 13 ties. We had 7 lead changes.
Yeah.
Little Rock Central led for 18-34. Bryant led for 5-38. Points to the paint was 24-18 in favor of Central. 10-8 in also in the turnover category. Second chance points 5-2. Fast breaks 12-10 Bryant's way. Bench 5-2 Bryant's way as well. So everything's just really close in this game. Just a bit of a better finishing effort from the Tigers.
Anner Boateng, no surprise, the MVP, going to come over here and visit with us. And got his MVP trophy in hand, and going to visit with him here. Congratulations. Great win for your team. Again, 3's a charm against Bryant this year.
Yes,
Obviously, you guys knew each other well. What was the difference this time around?
Oh, with the
victory, what was the difference against
man,
Bryant?
It's just that we just had to come together as a team. We played them before. Really, they couldn't beat us unless we made mistakes. And we just continued. We came into this game locked in, made sure we didn't make any mistakes, knew our assignments, and then we just executed, and then it came out as a victory.
I want to ask about the adversity you were playing through over there,
Yes,
and
sir.
we were joking that you're the Gatorade Player of the Year. Looked like you needed some Gatorade. Were you cramping up a little bit?
Yeah, I was cramping up a little bit, but I knew I had to fight through for my team. Yeah, so I just, try to stay hydrated. Shout out to my trainer, Tanner. He was working hard over there, stretching me out, and he was able to help me get back in the game. And I knocked down the free throws, and got us the victory.
Well, I'm a Mizzou alum, so MIZ, man.
Yes, sir.
It's nice to be talking to you. You all on defense really locked down that second half. They had a 5-minute stretch. They didn't make a field goal.
Yeah.
Do you feel like that was the big difference for you all? Is the way you all defended at the rim like crazy. They were attacking you all a bunch, and you all held serve there.
Yes, sir. Our coach before the game, he talked about it. Jonesboro won the state championship last year, and they were the best defensive team in the state. So we have to make sure that we were the best defensive team in the state right now on this court at the moment. So we just made sure to lock down on defense. We played with 4 fouls. A lot of people have 3-4 fouls. We have to make sure to lock in, keep our hands up, and just not get in foul trouble. So we just played our part.
There were a couple other schools that had a chance to pull the double with the girls and boys.
Yes, sir.
You guys were the last team to do it, and you pulled it off.
Yeah.
How exciting was that to see the girls do it and then have you guys have a chance to come out and do it yourselves?
Man, it's a beautiful moment to witness, man. It's so much history behind it. So much people came to come watch us, and being able to just set a milestone for Central, be the first ever boys and girls to win the state championship together is a great moment to have. And I know all the alums and all the students and teachers are proud of us right now, and I'm glad to be a part of that history.
Yeah, great performance. Congratulations.
Yes,
Go
sir.
enjoy it.
Thank you so much.
All right, great job. That's our MVP, Anner Boateng. And Josh, you just had to slide that Missouri call in there, didn't you? I knew that was coming.
I'm not going to let our tournament MVP come on and not give props to his future alma mater and my alma mater. So
I'm really glad I didn't work the Pine Bluff game with you then, because we didn't talk about it at all with Crutchfield, who's also headed there for football.
Look, it's no surprise. Two Mizzou guys, 2 state champions. It's the kind of player that we want. We want championship-type players in Columbia.
Yeah, we do too. For Boateng, he finishes. And again, you got to realize the MVP is based on the entire tournament.
Right.
And he's been phenomenal. Tonight, really deferential to some degree. They've kind of keyed on Washington offensively in the second half to get things going for Central. 14 points and 10 rebounds, so he does end up with a double-double. Got a block shot to go with it and an assist as well. Played 32 minutes, and all 32, that's impressive for a guy, like him, getting up and down. That's a lot to ask, and we talked about the cramps. Certainly understandable when you're going that fast, that hard for the full 32 minutes of the game.
Not just the cramps. The hand was wrapped earlier in the game, too.
True.
So he took the hand.
Should have asked about that.
Yeah,
That's my fault.
He took that hand wrap off and was able to shoot a little bit better as well.
It reminds me of a guy that's playing in a mask. He's like, this isn't working for me. Get it off. I don't care.
Right.
I'll take my chances.
Right.
Yeah, when you only get one lock on at the one chance rather at the state tournament, state championship in your last year. So certainly taking advantage. Let's get head coach Brian Ross here coming up with us. We'll talk to him for a moment. And Coach, you've been here before. I mean, I'm sure they're always sweet. Congratulations. That was impressive. And,
Thank
we
you.
kind of got what we expected. We thought it'd be a tight game. It was the first 2 times around. No reason to expect anything different. 5 points, the margin, the greatest margin really throughout the game until late. Tell me how our team persevered, pulled through.
I mean, it was exactly what you expected. Nobody came here tonight thinking that was going to be a blowout. It was going to be a tight heavyweight fight the entire time. I mean, just both teams are I love Bryant's team. They're well coached. They're tough. They're physical. They've got there's 2 great guards that are just nearly impossible to stop. They got great athletes, but so do we. And so it was just an even battle, and it came down to the final 4 minutes, who could make the shots there at the very end. And we had, I think, 4 different guys score in the final 4 minutes. And CJ, I don't think he scored at the end, but he was down here grabbing all the rebounds on this end.
Yeah, we had 2 well-identified stars coming into the game, but your team really spread the wealth a lot in getting this championship. And I want to talk specifically about the beginning of the second half. You guys clearly came in, liked the matchup with Washington, went to them repeatedly, and it worked out well to set the tone.
He's kind of the heart and soul of our team. He's the leader. He's the vocal guy. And he doesn't always get rewarded by getting the ball a ton. But we know he's capable, and tonight we felt like, hey, the way they were guarding the post, we thought he could score a couple times, and he did. And that got us off on the right foot and helped us mostly play from in front in the second half instead of behind.
Yeah.
Your guards had a difficult task chasing Robinson around the night, but you really saw Culberson offensively do a great job in the second half. He was fighting through every screen, doing everything he could to keep track of Robinson. Obviously, Moore hits that big 3 there. Talk about your guard play.
Culberson is probably the favorite player of every opponent we've played. The coaches, when I talk to him after the game, everybody's just like, I love Culberson. I love Culberson. Like, if you got a team with one of him on there, you're going to be really good because he's so talented, but, gosh, he plays so hard both ends of the floor, and he's just got the heart of a champion. It was incredible to see him chase Robinson around.
Coach, last thing for you here. I talked to Coach Williams this week, and again, a historic moment for the Little Rock girls team getting here and winning their first title. And he talked about the relationship and the excitement really around the campus between the boys and girls program, the synergy there, the excitement, and you're the only school that was able to pull off the boys and girls double. What's it mean to you being part of that and watching them do it as well?
I'm every bit as happy for our girls program as I am for us. I mean, Coach Williams to do it the first time ever. We saw like the former coaches came to the pep rally today. Coach Fitzpatrick for the boys, Coach Green for the girls. They were there to support, and that means so much because there's such a long history at Central. And the alumni really came out tonight. But like I talked to the football coach on Thursday, and he was like, man, our workouts have been unbelievable this week because everybody was just so hyped that both teams were here. So, every school needs good things to happen like that, but it's special to be a part of it, Little Rock Central for sure.
Well, there's no doubt. It was an incredible atmosphere, sellout crowd tonight, and you guys certainly deserve to have that crowd on hand to pull off the double. Congratulations again on the title, Coach. We appreciate it. Go celebrate.
Thank you.
All right, that is Brian Ross, our head coach from Little Rock Central. He can't get out of here quick enough. He's excited.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Yeah.
All right, that's going to do it. Josh, great job tonight. It was a lot of fun, and again, what a great day of basketball. And, look, tomorrow we're going to be looking for what? Competitive girls games. That's what we've been missing so far. It has been great boys games so
Scott
far.
Hansen. I'm looking for 1-score games in the fourth quarter. Yeah, that's what we're looking for. We're looking for single.
They just been
10-point
blowouts.
games.
It's unfortunate. Greenwood all over Valonia today. We saw Central pull away by double digits against Conway. Certainly didn't expect that, but they made every play down the stretch to win it. I'm really happy for the Central community to get the back-to-backs here today. But tomorrow you've got the first game of the day. I know you're working that one, Norfolk and Mammoth Spring.
I'm not.
Oh, I thought you were working the first
walk-ons.
game. That's right. Post-game show. Let's
last
go.
2 games.
Yeah, Mark Tree and Nevada in the 1A boys. And then you get Mansfield, Mount Vernon, and NOLA in the girls, followed by Marshall and East Poinsett County, wrapping things up tomorrow in the 2A boys. So hopefully we get some competitive girls games. I expect really competitive matchups in the boys games, and we'll see how it all goes down. It's going to do it for us tonight. For Josh Neighbors, I'm Justin Aker. We appreciate you tuning in. Thanks again to our title sponsor, Roller Funeral Homes. And you have been listening to the 2024 High School State Championships. We'll join you again tomorrow just before that first tip right here on the Buzz Radio Network. Good night, everybody.